Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Boom, boom, boom. Hello, lovely people. Hope you're well. Welcome to another Monday Night Live. As always, when we get behind this mic, all we ask is that you subscribe, comment, and like. Matt Drift, how you guys doing today?
You know, I know it's really up your own arse, and I don't mean it to sound that way. But the theme song, it's just bangs. It still bangs. It's just like,
oh yeah, of course, bro. Legendary stuff out here, bro.
Yeah, man, just vibing. I'm
legendary
good, bro. I'm
stuff,
good. What's
man.
going on?
Every time I hear, I feel like Giggs wants to drop a dub play, but I'm holding back still. Like, no, not today, Holler Man. Not today, Holler Man.
Hey, Matt, what are you saying? Jinx touch wood, yeah?
All right, what you saying?
What are you saying? Jinx touch wood.
Yeah, come on now.
Yeah. Not even apple juice, nah. Water.
No, brother, I'm gonna be real.
I've got the water in here, Cal. I've got the water in here.
I've got to jump on the diet properly now.
Yeah, what am I talking about? I've actually got water in here. Don't get twisted. There's water in here, bro. Don't get twisted. Don't get twisted.
That's
water, bro.
That's something you tell your kids, bro.
Oh, 100%. Carry. Oh, what's that in your drink? Oh, it's just juice.
It's Ribena. It's Ribena.
Innit? It's just juice.
Oh, boys. No, people, we've got some really juicy topics to get into today. We've got to speak about a certain player that's been linked with us that is a very good, in fact, I'm going to say is a great player that Klopp's already spoken about as well. And we're going to look at two players who are already on the books and that we need to discuss. And then one more player that we've been linked with for next summer, but keeps on rearing its head. So we're going to start with a certain Italian. Barella.
It's bellissimo.
Barella.
I got that right. That is Italian, isn't it? I don't want to look like.
I'm guessing so. I don't.
I don't even know, bro.
If it ain't, then we'll get flagged somewhere along the line, innit?
I'm sure Bella is beautiful in Italian. I'm sure it is.
What you mean, you mean
Bella? Bella.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's beautiful.
Bella. I think
His name is Barella, though. Barella.
Yeah.
Bella Barella.
Bella.
So,
but no, bro. Sorry, no, go on.
This is a big link, guys. Now, Inter Milan aren't in a weak position because he signed a new contract last summer. But you also wouldn't say they're in a strong position because Inter it's quite well known that they need a little bit of coin. Now, they obviously sold Lukaku I'm going to say they sold Lukaku last season, and obviously they reaped financial reward from that.
They loaned him, Cal. They loaned him.
You did what they had to do, innit? Did what they had to do. Barella is their golden boy, though. Like, he's the one that they pin a lot of their future hopes on. Italian born and raised, quality central midfielder. We saw in the Euros how good he was as well. And it was very telling that when he was ruled out of the tie we had with Inter Milan in the Champions League, Klopp even said and singled him out and said, like, them not having him is a big miss and he's a quality player. And Klopp spoke about him. Klopp doesn't do that with everyone. And who else did he speak about in the lead up to a game? Darwin Núñez. And we know where Darwin Núñez is now. He's wearing a number 27 shirt, taking half-naked pictures showing that he's working out on his days off. So, Nico Barella. First, in fact, I'm not even going to ask that question because if one of you say no, I wouldn't take him in Liverpool, then it's going to start a massive argument, and I don't want that.
Plus, neither of us would ever say that.
Cool. So, I'm going to ask two questions here. One, if we were to go in for Barella, do you think he fits our current system? And two, if we went in for him, do you think he could play in a 4-2-3-1? So, Matt, I'll come to you first.
Barella is a very technical but busy player. Like, for me, he's got everything in it. Like, he might not be the tallest, he might not be the strongest, but he kind of goes into a little bit of that kind of like Verratti mode, innit?
You're gonna say it.
Yeah.
You think so?
A little bit, but here's the thing.
I think there's a guy in Sky Blue who he kind of favors, to be honest.
No, so here's the thing. So Barella, for me, does a bit of everything. Like he does. Like, I think Verratti is more of a specialist. Anyway, let me not talk about Verratti because I think Verratti is cold, isn't it? Verratti is cold, bro. Like Verratti's different. But anyway, Barella, 100%. You see the right CM spot, what we have now that apparently could be available, so to say. Even though after that dedication video to Jordan Henderson, I don't know if that's going to be going anytime soon. But let's just say that it is. Barella, bro, fits the model to a T, bro. He can play in a 4-2-3-1 because if you put him next to, say, like Fabinho, it can run. If you put him next to Henderson, it can run. Like, trust. You don't know about Verratti, bro. I would love to say and sit here that we could get him. In fact, do you want to know something? If we actually apply pressure, we probably could get him. Inter financially haven't been great for a long time.
Just on that, really sorry to cut you. Just on that, I saw someone else in the chat put it. I can't remember who it was. So apologies because I can't give you the credit. Apparently, Inter are selling Skriniar to PSG for 70 mil.
They are
for 70 mil.
No, I heard 60 million euros. That's the last I heard. But again, like they need money in it. But all I'm saying is Barella is something that if we was to sign him, no fan, in my opinion, should be complaining. Like nobody should be complaining. He is a top baller, bro, and he showed it obviously in the Euros when England found out the hard way. And not only that, brother, he's been showing it for a little while now. If I'm not mistaken, Barella came from so my knowledges. I think he came from Genoa, innit? I think it was Genoa. Bro, the guy's got talent, bro, and I know we want to sit here and say there's players like Jude Bellingham, Schumann obviously gone. There's other players as well. Bro, if we can get him, we should try. I genuinely feel like he's worth it. Like, I'll say this year, apologies, Calorie. If Barella was available and we could get him, like, no word of a lie, I would say Naby Keita. Like, let's say it had to be. Let's just say
no. Don't mention anything on him yet. We're coming to him next.
But I gotta say this.
I'm
not gonna go into detail, but let's just say, for example, someone had to be like sacrificed. Say like, can't reach an agreement with Naby, and we brought in Nico Barella. You wouldn't see me go, oh man, like we made the worst mistake possible. I'll be sitting there saying, bro, Barella's a baller. He's a baller. Respect Naby, but he's a baller, innit? So, listen, I'm Liverpool through and through first before any player. I just want to see us improve. If we were to sign Nico Barella, like I said before, no one should be complaining. Quality player, I'll leave it there.
Drift, I'm going to come to you. I'm going to ask you, in fact, I'm not going to ask you the same questions. I'm going to ask you something slightly different. Now, if everyone's fit, we all agree that the double pivot is Fabinho and Thiago. This is the third man if we go for a 3 in midfield. Without sounding like Sam Allardyce or Tony Pulis, a lot of people have been asking for that pace and power and that gritty strength in midfield for that third player. Schumann kind of fit the bill. He's strong, rugged, tall, quick. Barella's nimble, quick enough. He's quite short. Now, obviously, we've seen that being short doesn't mean you can't be good in the air because Thiago's not the tallest, but rarely gets beaten for headers. Do you think that could be something that we look at as a club in sense of we know his footballing ability is excellent, but do we need someone slightly bigger structure to go head to head with some of these stronger teams, or do you think it doesn't matter when it comes to a player like Barella?
I know because the Premier League is a very kind of game where it's like rough and tumble and all that. It's kind of you know what I mean? Look at the strength. It's one of those kind of things. But to be quite honest with you, the fact that our goalkeeper is a bit of a brute, the fact that we've got Kanate and Van Dijk, who are two of the biggest brutes in the league, the fact that we've now added Nunes, who's a powerhouse himself, I don't necessarily think it's a big deal if there's some smaller players in and around that. If it was a couple of years ago when we didn't have Van Dijk and we didn't have Ibu and we didn't have Nunes, maybe I would be a little bit worried because it would be a lot of short players. And even though like Salah, Mane, they weren't weak, obviously aerially they can be beaten by the bigger guys and little things. So maybe you might lose out here or there. I think when you got, Matip isn't weak, he isn't strong, but at least he's tall. So again, if there's aerial battles going on, then he's very good at those. So when you look at the fact that we've got those, I mean, and to be fair to the boy, even Gomez is a pretty strong player. When he plays, he can't be out muscled and pushed off the ball and stuff like that. He's 6 foot as well. So we've got quite a few people in the team that are quite big and strong, even if it's not in midfield.
I was going to say in midfield though, we are slightly. I mean, the thing is, Jones isn't short, but he's not great in the air. Elliot,
and I wouldn't say he's strong either. Jones isn't strong either. So
Naby,
I think the only strong midfielder we have, it sounds really stupid, is Thiago. But again, he's short. Like he's the only one I don't think you can push around and barge around. Like he's up for the fight, but he's little, so he can't really get involved too tough. Like if it was like Thiago versus Yaya Toure, I'd wish him luck. That kind of thing, like, it'd be like, well, you're not going to win this battle. But like, he's the only one I don't think can be like, Henderson can't be pushed around either. To be
I was going to say, bro, Henderson's actually one of the strongest
people.
Yeah, one of the strongest people. Yeah.
But again, he won't be a starting lineup player if we get it right. So I'm going with Flacco, Thiago, and say it was Barella. I'll say Thiago will be the stronger of those three. Fabinho will be the better tackler. I'll say Thiago will be the stronger, and then Barella would be like a mix of everything, kind of, because he's not pushover. Barella ain't you can't just.
Them man, they got low center of gravity, innit?
Yeah, they got. Funny enough, Matt, you know when you said you think he's like Verratti, I actually think he's like Bernardo Silva. That's who I would liken him to. Like can play on multiple of positions, good passing range, good shooting. I would actually say he's more like a Bernardo. That's why I think he would fit our system perfectly, because we've always kind of needed that. Barella can put a tackle in. He can get about. He can press. He can pass. He can shoot. I think he's like a Bernardo Silva.
The only thing I'll say is, and this is, I know you're not gonna like this, I would say Bernardo's more technically gifted. Like Barella's technical, but I would say, but you see, like you see Verratti is technical like Bernardo. Whereas I'd say Barella is technical, but maybe not on the same level. That's why.
But Verratti can't get about the pitch. That's why I would think it's a different comparison.
That's true. But do you know what it is? Them man there are like they're industrious. But you're right. Barella's got their athleticism. I'll say Barella's more athletic than Bernardo.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think they're very similar. You know, Bernardo never stops. He's not quick, but he just never stops. He runs all day. His engine is crazy. His engine is crazy. He never stops. Always, he's hustling for 95 minutes of a game, every game.
He's got an engine for real.
Verratti isn't like that. He isn't like an industrious kind of athlete in that way. He's more the technical. I would put him in the Thiago, Xabi Alonso. He goes in that type of midfielder for me. Verratti, he's like that. Whereas I do think Barella and Bernardo Silva are very similar. I think they've got very similar attributes, especially the passing and the shooting. I think, in fact, Barella's probably got a better long range pass than Bernardo. Barella's long range passing is underrated. It's very good. He can pick that 40-yard crossfield pass with ease. So I'd probably say it would be like us getting our version of Bernardo Silva. And let's be fair, we've always said that Bernardo, apart from the fact that he's who he is a brilliant footballer. If we can take away the rattiness and get that type of player, is that not exactly what we need in our team? I say yeah, to be honest.
Bro. 100%.
Can I ask you? I'll come back to you then, Matt. And I'm going to ask you the exact same question this time as well, Drift. Out of all the midfielders that are now available, obviously Schumann is not available, Basuma's not available. I'm going to say Bellingham's not available as things stand. Shout out to Daz TV in the comments, by the way.
Big up, Daz.
Is Barella the first name you would go for central midfield?
Of anybody in the whole world?
Realistic, with some realism.
I would say
Kevin De Bruyne, isn't it? But we know that.
I was gonna say. I would say if we're talking like top three, he's in the top three. I don't know about like number one, because
who'd be the other two then, Matt, bro?
I think Bellingham's the other one, and then
I've got a hot take on that,
the other one would be.
Fasten your seatbelts.
Don't know about the other one, you know. There's a name that no, but we're not linked with him, but I would want to put him on the list. In fact, there's two men I want to put on the list, but they're kind of different profile midfielders. One's Florian Wirtz, and the other one's Dominic Szoboszlai. But they're a different profile of player.
Wirtz ain't coming, bro. I've cursed it out, my bad.
It would still be realistic in terms of Liverpool should be able to attain that player, though.
All I'm saying is this: You see how we love to do the whole we're gonna wait for the prices right, rare tear. Inter Milan, like I said before, financially they've never been that great. When it comes to Dortmund, everyone kind of knows they do sell players, and yes, they sold Haaland, but if we wait, this is my worry. We wait another year, the whole world is going for Bellingham. Like, it's not just going to be us. It's going to be Real Madrid. It's going to be City. It's going to be Man United. It's going to be Chelsea. So, I don't know, man. I don't know.
What are you saying? Is he your number one, or is he in your top three? Who else have you got on the list?
This is going to sound like I'm all over the place, yeah. Because none of these players
as well.
I know he's going to say. Yeah. He's going to say bring back Gruitch.
None of these players. No. None of these players are similar, which is why I'd be like, if you're a bit all over the shop with this. But my top 3 or 4 players would be Mateus, Paqueta, Barella would be in there, and there was one other name that just literally jumped out that I had. If it comes back,
Asian.
If it comes back to me, I remember. I'm not going to waste any time thinking about. But those
Neves.
Neves. Yeah, Mateus. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
No, I'm saying Neves. Ruben Neves.
No, I would take Neves, but he wouldn't be in my top 3 or 4. I would take Neves, though. I would take Neves. Neves is a baller, but I can't remember. If it comes to me, I'll remember. But let's just go with those 3. So Barella, Mateus, Nunes, and Paqueta. But they're all very different players. But they bring different things, which is kind of weird because it means we need all 3 of those different things, which is why I do feel like 2 or 3 midfielders is actually what we need, because Nunes is that box-to-box, absolute box-to-box player that I think we need. Absolute. Then Paqueta is the magician that I think the front players would thrive off of with the creativity and that ball retention. And then Barella's a little bit of everything. So it's almost like we need all of them. You know what I mean? Like, can we not just get rid of Naby, Ox, Jones, and just get all 3? Is that not possible?
Slow it down.
Demo's in the chat, you know.
Slow it down, bro.
Can we not just do it all? Like,
Demo? I said nothing about Curtis Jones, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Do you know what? I see a lot of stuff going on about Curtis Jones recently, and
yeah, I feel sorry for him a bit. I do. I feel a bit sorry.
Yeah, the thing is, he's young and 21, but here's so mad. I think the reason why people are kind of even talking about him is because, again, we're up against Man City, and you can't help it, but you will compare like the midfielders that they have to ours, and you think, like, who are the ones you can improve on? I think one thing we need.
Let me hold you there. 1 sec. Sorry, I keep on cutting you both. Let's do it then. Let's quickly compare midfields for Man City and Liverpool.
Yeah.
Rodri and Calvin Phillips, Fabinho and Henderson.
So we can kind of go up one. We can
go. I would actually take ours.
I take ours as well.
Oh yeah, we can go toe-to-toe with them. I take ours as well, because as good as I rate Phillips, I'm gonna be honest,
Henderson's still ahead of him.
Yeah, in my opinion.
Left centre midfield, Thiago and Naby. Who would you say is theirs? This is where it gets a bit techie actually, because they've now just signed Lesso, Gundogan, and Bernardo.
They play more on the right, don't they, than the left?
No, Kevin plays on the right.
Don't they play Kevin left, Bernardo right? Is that not what they do? No,
they can do.
They've got that flexibility to kind of do what they want, I guess. Would I take? Do you know what's weird?
1 sec, Drift. I'm coming.
Yeah. What's weird is Thiago and Naby versus Bernardo and Gundogan. On paper, you would actually take Thiago and Naby. Like you would, on paper, you actually would. But if you think about performances in your head, Bernardo and Gundogan stand out more.
Do you know what it is? Bernardo and Gundogan at least have more availability.
Oh, definitely, because Bernardo Silva's never injured.
Exactly. And Gundogan only like think about it now. Gundogan don't really get injured now, you know. Like it's back in the day.
Yeah, his injury records because they use him sparingly now. That's why.
Yeah, they use him where with us, this is the most frustrating thing with like Thiago, bro. As we know. But Thiago misses like a minimum, like over the last, again, things happen, but Thiago will miss an average, it seems, between 10 to 15 games.
Yeah, he does. He
And I can't even
he
bro,
does. He does. Yeah.
But what's so mad is, in my opinion, he's still the best, like, CM. Like, in my opinion, like, when we're talking quality and what you bring to the table, for me, it's only KDB that can talk to Thiago, in my humble opinion. Like, we're talking about effectiveness on the team. I think KDB offers Man City a different option and different kind of like way of playing when he plays. Then with Liverpool, when Thiago plays, we're a different outfit. Those two are so instrumental. That's what I'm looking for. They're both instrumental in what they do for both teams.
Yeah.
I think those two sit at a table, and it's mad because if Thiago didn't have the injury problems, in my opinion, that he's had since he joined us, I think people laud him more and start talking about, because what's so mad is KDB is kind of like renowned for being the best like midfielder in the league. But if Thiago was fit, I think you've got a decision to make. It depends what you want from the game.
Is. That's what the frustration
depends what you want.
is.
It depends what you want for the game. Because if we're talking about dictating the game, in my opinion, Thiago can dictate a game better than KDB. But what it is though, KDB is more devastating. That they're two different midfielders.
Bro, they're polar opposites. If we're being completely honest, that's
Thiago will play. You see, Thiago for 90 minutes. If you tell him what, like basically, I need you to do X, Y, and Z for 90 minutes, he can do it down to a T and not make no mistake. KDB is more of a risk taker and will take chances in it, and he's more devastating to his approach to the game. Thiago's more calculated to a degree, in my opinion. They're both amazing midfielders, but my whole point is this: it's availability, and that's what it comes down to the two midfielders that we.
So I think someone in the chat just said Thiago's only played 30 league games across the 2 seasons we've had him. That shows you.
No. It was Scoop. He said he's only played 30 league games across once in his whole career.
Oh shit. Well, there you go then. Which goes to show you, Matt, you're right. If you could bless Thiago with Gini Wijnaldum's availability, he'd be the best midfielder in the world easily, in my opinion.
But here's the thing, though.
It's just availability, bro.
We shouldn't really have to rely on Thiago for 38 games out of the season, should we?
No, we shouldn't.
That's kind of where it comes down to.
Well, I think that's why he wanted Tchouaméni, boys. I do believe that's why he wanted Tchouaméni.
But also, think back at the beginning of the season, Kevin was barely playing. And I think that was on purpose.
I can't remember if it was injuries or not, but he definitely wasn't impactful in the first half.
No, it was injury. Remember, he had that injury that kept him up for a little while. But here's the thing, though, guys. We didn't remember. We were still playing well. Remember when we went against Man United and we had to play Milner, Naby, and Henderson, if I'm not mistaken, and we won that game kind of convincingly. Yeah.
Kind of. We beat them 5-0.
I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I said kind of convincing. Absolutely
we annihilated them, bro.
Nah, for real, we blitzed them. But what I was gonna say is though, it's for long stretches though. I think we can put together a midfield combination for 1 or 2 games. But when it comes to long stretches, I don't think those type of play. For example, James Milner, and it's me not having a go. I'm just saying, age will catch up with him. He can't play. Like, say if Thiago's out for 15 games and you need to rely on James Milner for 15 games, that can't really work. And that's where we kind of like fall apart a little bit. Those combinations last for only a small matter of time. They don't last for a long time. They shouldn't need to, but because Thiago isn't reliable for his fitness, which is an issue, it comes back down to who we're going to play when Thiago doesn't play. And we should have to think like that.
Yeah, and also to put in context as well, De Bruyne played 30 games on the dot this season in the league. Thiago played 25. So it's not a massive disparity.
No, but then 5 games are kind of key, though.
Depending on who the opposition is, you're right. Because when he missed the first Man City game away. Did he miss both the City League games?
Thiago?
Yeah.
I think
he only played against them in the FA Cup, didn't he? He didn't play the league games against them.
And this is what I'm saying. Like when we was talking about originally, I said, if Thiago could play 30 games, bruv, in the league, we're not saying play 38. I'm not even saying play 35, play 30. Play 30, and you should do enough devastation. But he can't even play 30, bro.
Yeah, it's mad. It is,
Yeah,
man.
and I think people probably don't even take into the fact that he's not a player who really needs to get up to speed, so to
He
speak.
played
But
the
it
one
must
away,
be
someone said.
it must be
Played
messed
the one
up to
away.
keep on coming in and out as well. Do you know what I mean? Of the team and not having that fluidity where you are just playing every week and you've got your rhythm. So credit to Thiago for the fact that he gets those injuries and he does just come in and he still kind of don't need that up to speed 3-4 games like some players do. Like credit to him because I'm not gonna lie, it must be difficult to keep getting injured, coming back, getting injured, coming back. So
can I ask you a question then, guys? If we were to sign Barella, massive if obviously, do you then feel as though we have the midfield personnel to compete or potentially be better than City? Because I think that's where it comes down to.
Facts,
Yeah.
100%.
I think
but that starting midfield is better than theirs. And
I
tell
don't
me if
know
I'm lying.
I don't know whether I go as far as say it's better, but what I will say is we
Kevin's the
matched them.
X-factor.
All right, so Matt, who would you rather have? Yeah, and you don't have to be biased because I'm being biased. I'm putting it out there.
We got Uncle Sharma in the building as well.
we're gonna have to get Shams on still. We're gonna have to get him on.
Make sure you check out his channel, people. Big up Shams.
Yeah.
I'm being biased. I'm gonna admit that. But let's say so: Kevin, Bernardo, Rodri, or Barella, Thiago, and Flacco. I'm taking ours. I don't even care if it sounds like I'm being biased. I'm taking ours.
No. Genuinely honest, I would just say, like, if you have that football, I'd be like, they're both. It's like Ryu and Ken. It's who wins on the day.
Yeah. They're both amazing. They're both amazing.
A Dragon Punch or a Hadouken. It's one of them ones. Like, what side are you on? That's how I would see it. Hadouken versus Dragon Punch.
I hear that. But like I said, I'm being biased. But I would take.
No, I don't think it's bias drift. I just think it's kind of what you prefer. I genuinely don't know who's. And here's the thing: automatically, a lot of people say, "No, it's got to be City because Bernardo and Kevin are more likely to get you goals and assists."
That's true, yeah.
But in terms of control and overall dictating the game, and I mean, Fabinho, Barella, and Thiago,
the press will be mad.
Yeah, they could literally just play a team off the pitch.
They could suffocate most teams, bro. You know that. Like, so it'll be so interesting to see the contrasting styles because Barella is technical. Thiago, for me, is the most. I will say this, yeah.
Technical,
and it's not
blood clot.
Yeah,
he's the most technical player out of all of those players. That's a fact.
He's the most technically gifted player in the league.
I don't think anybody. I don't think anybody can argue
the most technically
that.
gifted player in the league.
Yeah. If you're arguing that, then you're doing it just for the sake of it. Because here's the funny thing: when Thiago was a Bayern Munich player, everybody was willing to accept it. It's just because he plays for us why no one will accept it. It's just the hating. 100%. When he was in that Bayern Munich anchor when they won the Champions League, absolutely dominating Europe, weren't nobody in the world ever doubting Thiago, only because he plays for Liverpool, why everybody wants to doubt him. That's just a fact, but it is what it is, isn't it?
Like, no one, when it comes to technical ability, in my opinion, no one can talk to Thiago. Like, when I say no one, yes, I'm kind of like saying there's no one that can talk to him. There's people that think they can, KDB thinks he can, so does Bernardo. But Thiago on a technical level is different. Different, bro.
It's a tough one. City, look, and this is the killer with City. Because if we sat here right now and you take City out of the league, realistically, we don't really have to do any more transfers.
If we take City out the league, we can relax.
We could actually sleepwalk the league without City. And I'm not even bullshit.
Not sleepwalk, but we could relax at least. We wouldn't be
wrapped
we wouldn't be sitting here right now going, "Oh my days, we need to make another edition."
Guys, let me just say something to you. Yeah. The only time City weren't on it, we won the league the quickest it's ever been won in Premier League history. Without Man City in the league, we sleepwalk the league. I'm not joking. I'm not even saying moving forward, but you see the last 4 or 5 years that have already happened.
Yeah.
The only year City took off, we won in record time.
Yeah, we clap it.
We won it in record time,
No. Previously, no, we do. But I will say this.
Come on, think about it. What?
No.
No one's even got into the 80 points. Am I wrong?
It's true.
Has
you're right.
The person who finished in second place ever got more than 80 points? Maybe Man United under Oli when they got second.
Maybe.
Other than that, I don't even think second place.
But like I said before,
they even had 80 points.
They are our biggest enemy, bro. It's so mad though.
Teams have gotten better though over the last.
Yeah, but just right to a degree,
But
in the sense of like no one can.
Nah, he is. When you
Man City is the only team that can talk to us in the world, the world as things stand.
I disagree. I'll be honest. I know it was a one-off game, but I still think you got to put Real Madrid in that category.
No, Real Madrid. Don't get me wrong.
And Bayern Munich to a degree as well.
I think when it comes down to it,
theory on Bayern, but I'll come back to that.
There's a reason why Man City and Liverpool have these stupid high points tallies because we are just a cut above the rest. Yeah, you could look at your PSGs. They're great. They're good, but they're not on our level. You can look at your Bayern Munich. They are good, but in my opinion, they don't have... Bayern Munich are sick. But I'm looking at them now as if to say, okay, you've got Sadio. Don't get me wrong. That's calm, but you're going to lose Lewa. If you had Sadio and Lewa, then yeah. But I think he's going to go.
Let me ask you a little question. It's not a cut, dry, easy decision to make, but just briefly. If you was to put Liverpool in Germany, Italy, or Spain, I think they win the league across 38 games season.
That's what I want to say.
But if you put Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, and Juventus and PSG in the Premier League, I don't even know if all those clubs make top four. I'm being completely honest.
No. They make top four, but they don't win the league. The reason I say that is because Real Madrid.
Do you really think so?
Yes.
No, they make top four. It's just that they're not. I mean,
all of them. So you think PSG would definitely make top four if they was in England?
Yeah.
Do you think Bayern Munich would definitely make top four if they're in England?
Yeah.
Juventus wouldn't make top four if they're in England.
Maybe not Juve.
Maybe not Juve.
So what I'm saying is, when you look at it from that point of view, maybe it's an easier way.
I think Inter make top four in our league.
Oh, I don't know about
Inter Milan are better than Chelsea, Tottenham? I don't know,
I don't know, bro.
Nah, I don't know,
That means the captain's going to come back to Prem with his Tims on. I don't know about that, bro.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Like, I think we kind of forget that first Inter game. Literally, like they were battering us,
I don't know about
but
Inter,
we're talking about across 38 games, though, bro. We're not talking about them one-off games. You know what I mean, Cal? We're talking about the consistency of being able to get that many points in your league. Like,
I think Inter would get top four. But
I'm just looking at.
I hear both of your points in terms of. Maybe apart from Real Madrid, no one else could potentially break that top two. Maybe Bayern Munich could.
Yeah, but they're the only two.
My theory on Bayern Munich is it feels like they've fallen into that PSG type of thing where their league's so easy that when the competition steps up outside of the league, like the Champions League, they don't hit that switch anymore. Maybe that's losing Thiago as well. Maybe they're going through a little bit of a transition with Upamecano. I'm pretty sure they're going to sign. They've signed Mazraoui, so that means Pavard can now play centre back as well. Gravenberch is just coming, so obviously they've had to go through a little bit of a transition. So
but their front line is like, it sounds weird, bro. When you take out, so it's cut you, but when you take out Lewandowski, when you think of Bayern Munich, the first person you always think of is Lewandowski. Bro, they just signed Sadio Mane, who I think we already know we didn't want to lose him, but it does kind of change from, like, let's say you just want to go Sane, Mane and Gnabry. It's still sick, but it don't hit different. I feel like Lewandowski has to be there.
I disagree, you know.
And shall I tell you, it's not even about Lewandowski who plays in that number 9. Shall I tell you what it's all about? Bayern Munich. Thomas Müller, brother. You see that guy right there? One of the most underrated people.
But no, 100%. But bro, Lewandowski for especially the last 2 seasons, bro. You think of Bayern, you think of Lewa. And again, I know Jeff said you might not necessarily think so, but Mane's sick, bro. Like, Mane has proven what he's worth. Obviously, we didn't want to lose him. But if they are going to lose Lewandowski, bro, if they keep Lewandowski, then I'm not going to lie to you. I'll tell you about what I said, because in the Champions League, they could do an absolute madness because they can rotate. They can do the Lewandowski, Mane, and Gnabry, or a Lewandowski, Mane, and a Sane.
Oh, well, they kept Lewandowski and got Mane as well, bro. But I'm going
on the premise that they're most likely going to lose him, which it is looking likely that Barca will finally stump out the money. So when you take out Lewa, bro, who's been absolute crazy for them, it's not the same.
But here's what I will say. I'm not trying to say that Mane is a better striker than Lewandowski, because he obviously isn't. But in the Champions League, I think Mane is more clutch than Lewandowski. So
No, in the
Lewandowski might be an absolute goal machine in the league.
I don't know.
But I think Mane changes their kind of Champions League-ness of like.
No, I agree with that.
Like Lewandowski bangs out in the league week after week, so Mane's not going to get them numbers. We see them big games in the Champions League. Mane's more clutch. I'm telling you, bro.
100%.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm gonna
be real.
I need to see it.
Mane might be the most clutch player in the Champions League.
I need to see it because you got a point. If we're going by number, because I remember when Mane, so Mane became clutch 17-18 in the Champions League. I remember, yeah.
That's his first season, innit?
Yeah, I know.
And he hasn't stopped ever since, bro.
And I remember when we was doing, I know I'm taking it back here, Drift, but when we was doing Football Banter Show, I remember we was talking about Lewandowski and we were saying how sick he is, but like, in the Champions League, remember we were talking about knockout stages. He was kind of found wanted, innit?
His knockout football, his knockout record, his record in knockout Champions League football is actually whack. You know?
No. So I'm gonna say
Lewandowski's knockout Champions League football record is not. I'm gonna
say, since Mane stepped into the Champions League 17-18, I think you are correct. I think he's been more clutch than Lewandowski. Because I'm just thinking off the top of my head now, and I remember that conversation. That conversation, in fact, was the first year of Mane entering the Champions League, and we were talking about Lewan, like a group of us, and we were like, yeah, it's one of the sickest strikers, but Champions League, he kind of goes missing. So yeah, I agree with that. I kind of agree with that.
So Mane might take them to another level, bro. He'll never get the goals that Lewandowski gets in the Bundesliga because he's just a clutch striker. He's a
better finisher. He's better finisher.
He's not going to get that 40-50 goals in the league that Lewandowski gets. But in the big games, he could be the difference for them in the Champions League.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
To be honest, apart from Benzema and Ronaldo, no one else really talk. You know what? And Salah, no one really talks to Mane when it comes to Champions League and clutchness.
That's true.
Mane's got more Champions League clutchness than Salah, you know?
Yeah, he does, for me.
That's a difficult one. And the reason I say that, if you go back and look since 17-18, the catalogue's been kind of mad for both.
No, it is, but bro, one thing that it is. Most of Salah's
normally part of it. Do you know what? They're actually... This is what I love about the two, which is why I could cry. So let's not talk about this. But they actually facilitate each other because normally whenever Salah's having his clutch moment, Mane passed it to him. And whenever Mane's having his clutch moment, Salah passed it to him.
All the
so
time.
It's like they facilitate each other, bro.
No, sometimes, brother, as well, they do it. They just decide to go on the individual thing and they go on a madness
occasionally,
together.
But I mean knockout football.
Remember
not
when Mane got a hat-trick, 17-18 orange kit?
No, I do. But I remember in that game as well, Matt. Do you remember Salah's goal in that game?
Oh yeah.
When he flicked over, man, and then controlled it. but hold on, it gets better because the next leg, who was the next leg? The next leg was Bayern Munich, and Mane and Mane did the madness
in the grey kit. Yes, bro.
No, it was the other way around, guys. Wasn't it Bayern Munich in the last 16 and Porto in the quarterfinals?
No, I think it was the other way around.
No,
it was the other way round. It was the other way round. Yeah. It was mine. Yeah, I'm sure.
Then went to Porto and done a madness. Even better, bro.
Yeah. Who assisted Mane for the second Bayern Munich goal? The header.
It's Salah, isn't it?
Salah.
That's what I'm saying. They facilitated each other. This is what I'm saying. Like they helped each other.
But here's where you're mad again. Roma at home. Who did a madness?
Yes, Salah.
Salah.
I remember he packed in Alisson. Yeah, no. Yeah, go on.
Who did a madness away from home? Mane.
Mane.
It's Mane.
Yeah. This is what I'm saying. The clutchness between them two in the Champions League is a mazza.
Bro, let me tell you a little conversation that me and Drift had. Yeah, I don't know whether Drift want me to even repeat this. Yeah, when we did
wild shit, so I don't even know what you're gonna say.
He was about to say this ain't even that wild, but he was about to say when we packed in Roma, yeah. And especially Salah, I remember Drift saying, Drift actually called me, and Drift knows because his face is going to change. Drift called me and went, I don't know about this Alisson guy. He's getting packed in. Bro, Salah, remember when Salah went?
That was when I was worried about the rumour that Alisson wasn't good at crosses. And coming out and commanding his area.
Remember when Salah turned and packed it top corner? Remember when he just like on the edge of the box and he packed it top corner?
I'll say that's arguably Salah's best game in the Liverpool kit. He absolutely fucking destroyed Roma in that game.
Bro,
do you remember when he set up Mane and because he got the 2 assists for the Mane and Bobby goals as well, didn't he?
Yeah. Bro,
When he, you know that shimmy he did. I can't remember who it was he done. It was second half at the Kop-Ish.
One Jesus.
He did
Yeah.
it, and then he crossed it with his right foot to the back post with Mane's tapping.
bro.
Salah was absolutely on.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie.
That game.
Salah's I could cry. Salah's first season was a joke. When I say it's a joke, it was a joke. You know what it was? You knew
He
Salah
single-handedly destroyed City that year as well.
Yeah, you knew Salah was different when he scored the goal at Etihad, and then he just went like this. Remember when he done that? No, he went like that.
Mane's involvement in that game.
I remember. Do you know what I remember? Mane's
in the City away, yeah.
No, do you know what it was?
Well.
No, you know what it is? He's talking about the goal where Mane was on the right hand side, and he put it through someone's legs. Then he cut inside, then he took the shot. Salah got the rebound and then dinked it over Edison, and that's when Salah done that celebration.
No, somebody fouled Mane, Matt, and then he ran into it. Mane didn't have the shot; he got taken out, and then Salah, the dink was audacious. It was absolutely. How dare you do that? How dare you do that?
He's different, bro.
But you know what? Yeah, check that game. I know this is a fucking hell of a tangent. You see Bobby's finish in that game. This is what I'm saying about it. We could get that Bobby back, yeah. Do you remember Bobby's finish in that game?
I remember a lot of Bobby's finishes that season.
But we could get that Bobby back. Because remember, Bobby helped to annihilate Roma as well. Bobby, do you remember the role Bobby played in that number 10? And a lot of people forget Genie changed that game as well, you know?
Guys, I'm just gonna... One second,
Yeah. When Genie came on for Ox, even though it was devastating, we lost Ox. Genie came on and absolutely changed the dictation of the midfield in that game. Absolutely.
Well, what he did, he started running beyond our attackers, so our midfield didn't know how to pick him up.
Yep, 100%. He totally changed that game, Genie, when he came on. 100%. But the good old days, Cal. Fuck, man.
Well, no, I say the good old days attacking-wise. Defensively, we weren't great that season.
I personally don't think he'll ever get better than 18-19. I think that's the best we'll ever see Liverpool play for the next 30 years.
I'm not gonna go 30 years.
Do you remember how good we were in 18-19, bro? I think that's the best we've ever played. I think the balance between attack and defending was just so good. Missed out by 1 point in the league and won the Champions League. For me, that's the best year we've ever had, personally.
I mean, you could arguably say the season we've just had, we won 2 trophies, missed out on the league by 1 point and lost to Real Madrid in the final, where without being shady to them, if you play that final 10 times, maybe they don't win it more than twice.
Yes, but I still think Salah and Mane...
because of how the season ended, I think.
But I would say Salah and Mane were at their more potent in 18-19 than now. Like, that was... Even though I think both players are still in their peak has still diminished slightly in comparison. I think if you look at 18-19, Mane and Salah, it was just off the chart. Like,
shall I tell you what I mean? Well, though? From the end of the second half of 18-19, teams started sitting in deep, whereas 17-18 teams still thought they could go toe to toe with us.
Yeah, they did.
So they left space in behind. You leave space behind with them, man. It's curtains where they stopped leaving space in behind, innit? Because you saw in 1920 certain games where teams left space. Do you remember the Crystal Palace game after lockdown? And then man left space in behind. Do you remember what we did? We did to that. Do you know what's jokes? I watched that with my neighbour, you know. My neighbour's a Palace fan.
Yeah.
All I remember him saying, man was standing in front of the TV, he was going, why have you stepped up to the halfway line against Liverpool? I just sitting in his house, I was guys. Dave, I'm sorry, man.
They were eager to get back into football and just got complacent, bro. I don't know why you come Anfield and play on the halfway line.
Mane's goal, bro, and I just saw bare space. I was like, what? It's like, do you know who we are?
I just remember Flacco's unbelievable strike in that game, man.
Bro, even the Trent free kick, bro. Bro, Hennessy gave him bare space on that side.
Yeah. Yeah, that game was different. That game. You know, I know obviously we'll get through the supers and wait for Matt to come back, but I don't think we'll ever... Here's the weirdest thing. I think in terms of the overall performance of the player, Suarez 13-14 is probably the best individual performance. But because it didn't actually come to anything, maybe it's not going to be lauded as much, but that Salah first season, 17-18, I just remember I've never felt like, I don't know, like it's just, it hit different, bro. That Salah 17-18 season was just a joke, bro.
No one expected it. That's what it was.
It was ridiculous, bro.
But this is why I say he's a victim of his success, because you see when he does certain things now, we take it for the norm, you know.
Yeah, we do.
We actually take it for the norm. Like him banging 20-odd goals every season ain't normal.
It's well, for Salah it is, but I know what you mean. Yeah.
Like even remember what he did against Man City this season at home when he did like that's not normal. But
I had an out of body experience when he scored that.
Watford, remember Watford? Oh.
But you know, Watford don't want to come back to the Prem. All our smokiest performances, Mane, Salah about 3 times. Like we smoked Watford. Yeah, we do Watford dirty. They don't like Premier League football.
Well, them and Norwich, innit? We do them and Norwich.
Yeah. There must be something about being in that kind of colour kit or something.
I'm not gonna lie. You see, even last week, last game of the season, you see when I saw John Ruddy come on, I was like, yeah, you know what happens next, bro. You've been there a lot of times. You know what happens next. You know
yeah. Suarez should be in jail for what he did to Norwich.
Suarez shouldn't be allowed on the planet.
Yeah.
Send my man to Moon, bro. Pimp in distress, evening G's. On a positive note, Grizz saying he has big news regarding transfers. Liverpool will break the internet. That can only mean an elite player or big fees or both. Fingers crossed, manifest Bellingham drift. First and foremost, bring up to Grizz.
Yeah, man, like, and Pimp, right. Big up Pimp and Grizz. Right. All right, let me just give you my hot take because he mentioned Bellingham there. People ain't gonna like me for this, but
oh no,
this is my job.
Hold on, before you say it, but guys, smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. We love you all. Go for it, Drift.
Here's my hot take. I don't know what he may become, and I don't doubt that there's a possibility he could become an elite player. But from what I've seen so far, Bellingham is not worth all of this hype and all of this trouble and waiting 12 months to sort our midfield. He's not worth it. And I'm very confused why all of a sudden the whole fan base is obsessed with Bellingham. That's just my hot take. I've really been deep in it for the last couple of days, couple of weeks. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. Waiting 12 months for Bellingham makes absolutely no sense to me at all. But there you have it. I just had to say that out loud.
I'm still waiting to hear what the hot take is.
Oh, you agree with me?
I've been saying this. I've said this.
Oh, before. I thought people was gonna be angry at me, bruv. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was gonna be rattling people. Fair enough then. So we're all on the same page then.
No. Again, I think the reason why fans are crazy over Bellingham is because I think they see. And look, I'm not gonna speak. I'm gonna assume this is what fans think is that Bellingham is the long-term core midfielder for us.
Mm-hmm.
But right now. I remember I said this to you guys the other week. If people get angry at Henderson and Naby and all that, the fan base is going to turn on Jude. Jude is not
actually. I think I do. Now you're saying that. I think I do actually remember you saying
Jude is not the all-concrete midfielder as things stand right now. In terms of his age group, no one's really talking to Jude at his age. That's what I will say.
No, for a 19-year-old, there's not many people better than him at that age, 100%. Yeah,
but if we're going to wait a whole year for Jude and expect him to come in and transform our midfield, then I'm sorry. I feel as though as a fan base, we're going to be really disappointed. And I feel as though that puts Jude in an unwinnable position. I do not, and I keep on saying this, Jude is not my first choice because I know what our fan base is like. I know what I'm like. I want the best for Liverpool, and Jude's not the best right now. Big up to Luke Tanner. Luke just said it. In terms of games and stuff like that, Henderson's got better stats than Jude does last season. And look what our fan base thinks of Henderson on a whole.
I didn't even know that, but there you go.
Like, I love Bellingham. I think he's fantastic. But Bellingham coming in to be the missing piece of the puzzle, no, it's not going to happen. But he's sick. For his age, he's sick. Bellingham's someone we're meant to get, but we're meant to already have the bad boy midfield already. So Bellingham just comes in and you're like, raw. So we got him for now and we've got Bellingham for the future. So he can learn off. that's what it's meant to be. Not Bellingham comes in and he's the present and the future. It's crazy.
Yeah. That's it, bro. That's it. 100%.
Which is why I'm so annoyed that if we are deciding to wait for Bellingham, for me, I don't get it. Not to mention what could happen in terms of bidding wars and contracts and all this between now and next season. Like, no,
and his price tag's likely to go up, not down.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you.
He don't have a buyout clause or anything.
People will hear this and automatically assume we don't rate Bellingham and stuff because that is the way of the world we live in now. I personally don't think that's a hot take.
Okay,
I don't think it's like...
I'm not gonna lie. I thought people were gonna be like annoyed at me, but people in the chat are kind of agreeing with me. Okay, so we're all on the same page. I think it's a very weird decision to wait 12 months for Bellingham.
So here's the thing:
it's a very, very strange decision.
Say, for example, we got a bad boy this summer, like a Barella or Mateus Nunes or someone like that, and then next summer we've then got Bellingham on top of that. Then we're laughing. We're absolutely laughing.
Yeah. Like say we sign Barella now, and then Bellingham just comes in to facilitate next summer. Oh, we're all day long, bro. We're laughing. We're absolutely laughing. But you're right. If it's Bellingham replaces Naby when Naby walks away for free next year, I'll be sitting there like, so this is all we did, yeah? Is that all we did? Yeah. Like, is that all we did? Come on. Like, because peak Naby, that was the Naby we thought we were buying, is better than Bellingham. Yeah. In my opinion, anyway.
Yeah, although Bellingham has obviously got the longevity on him and all that. So
yeah. There's variables and there's context. But I mean, like that Naby that we thought we were gonna get was way more exciting than the Bellingham I see at the moment. That's what I mean. So I mean, we know how Naby turned out. That's neither here nor there, but you get my point. Like, I would be very, very confused that we waited 12 months and that was all we did. And like I said, bro, the money you got to pay for Bellingham as well, we got to replace Salah as well. Yeah.
AM says Barella is more like Gundogan, in my opinion. Yeah, good shout.
I don't know, I think Gundogan is a little bit less athletic, but yeah.
H Singh says Ramsey from Villa, huge potential. He's another one I think is going under the radar, but I don't think Gerrard lets him go.
Let me ask you a quick question. Just on that
I don't want to answer. I know
who's better. Who's better? No. Ramsey or Bellingham?
You're an idiot for this.
Who's better, bro? Bellingham or Ramsey?
I'm gonna go Bellingham, but not by much.
Okay, fair dude.
Not by much.
I'd agree.
I think the difference is Bellingham has the hype on his side, Ramsey doesn't. But I think there's very little between the two players. Ramsey's quality.
Ramsey's had a year in the Premier League that Bellingham hasn't had, which could give him an advantage. Yeah.
But Bellingham's had Champions League experience, whereas Ramsey hasn't.
Very true. I'd go Bellingham, but you're right. I don't think there's a massive difference.
It's not a lot in it at all. Not a lot in it. Again, I know this is going to send people off. I don't think there's much in between them. I rate Ramsey. But yeah, I know that's going to get people triggered. The boss says, glad Callum forgave me after I took one look at his girlfriend back in the day. I still don't know who you are, man.
Hey, big up the boss, though. Big up the boss.
Jamrock says Ilkay played 3,021 minutes, which would be third in our midfield. It's kind of crazy that.
I shout out to Gundogan, man. He's got his injury thing sorted out, man.
Yeah. AM says Inter are better than Chelsea post February, but would get smoked by pre-November Chelsea.
I know what he means because Chelsea do pick up form a lot more after the second half of the season. So
in the first half, Chelsea wasn't spoke. Second half, they were terrible.
No, but generally speaking, though, isn't it normally that's the way they do it? They don't play that well until about November. Then after November, they normally play brilliant to the end of the season.
Sometimes. Sultan says, big up Kopish every time. Big up yourself, Sultan. In my opinion, midfield is much more needed than a right winger. And an unpopular opinion, I'm sorry, Matt, Naby won't get into any top 10 team in the Premier League. Cal is right there. Cal, is there a fight companion on July 2nd? So on the first point, I agree. I do think we need a centre midfielder more than a right winger, but I still think we need a right winger. I do think Naby gets into teams in the top 10, personally. And yeah, I'll be doing a fight companion for UFC 276. What's your thoughts on what Sultan said, Drift?
Um, 276, is that the
That's Adesanya.
Adesanya?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Holloway, Volkanovski. I know.
You know what? I can't watch Holloway get robbed again, so I don't know how I feel about that one. Even though I love Volkanovski, Holloway's my guy, and I think he won the second fight.
He did win the second fight. I've got a hot take for that though, but I'll explain that on the preview.
You're not gonna like me for this, but I want Cannonier to win.
Raw.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want Cannonier to win. There's always gonna be a part of me that just can't have that love for Adesanya after he beat my guy. Like, just there's always gonna. Yeah, after he beat Whitaker, there's always going to be a little bit of bitterness for me. I'm not going to lie, it's a bit of bias. He beat my boy Whitaker. After that, it was going to be... There's a couple man I wanted him to smoke. Like when he fought Souza, when he fought Vittori. There's a couple man I was on Adesanya's side all day long. Like, I'm not going to lie. But like, you see like when he went up to light heavy, I can't lie, bro. I kind of wanted him to lose still. Like, yeah, yeah. If he didn't won the light heavyweight belt, yeah, do you think he would have beat
If who? Sorry, say that again.
To say Adesanya had a one when he went up to lightweight and he was the champion, yeah. Do you think he would have beat
Prohatska?
No,
Glover.
Glover. Do you think he would have beat Glover?
I do, yeah.
And we haven't spoken about the Glover fight. I'm vexed, bro. Glover was 30 seconds away. But anyway, sorry for the tangent. So I was, bro, Glover's my dude. I was vexed, bro. He should have went to sleep to lose. He should have went to sleep to lose.
I'm gonna be real, Drift. I've been in that situation, bro. It feels like your neck's gonna tear off, bro.
Bro. When you're 42 years old, man, you die on your sword, man. He might not win out, but he might have been able to firm the 30 seconds. Who knows? But anyway, let's get back to it.
Get choked out in 9 seconds, bro.
No, but you never know, bro. Like, the grip might not have been as strong, maybe. I don't know. His
head probably felt like he was going to explode, bro.
Yeah, he was exhausted. He was exhausted.
But yeah, shout out to Luke as well. Me and Luke will be covering that the weekend. Hashtag no sleep. Jamrock says, thoughts on Kone and Nunes double signing? Oh, yes, please. Yes, please.
Hold on. What is the information behind this, though?
Jamrock. You run the accounts at Liverpool. Let me know.
Yeah. What's the information behind this, bro? I need to know what the information behind that is.
But like. We signed Kone and Nunes in a double signing. Yeah, we're calm.
Have Liverpool ever made a double signing?
Not like that, no. Oh, Jamrock, I need to know if you're working the accounts, if you're moving some money through escrow and all that. Let me know, Jamrock. Let me know, bro. Shout out to Timmy, who just become a member. Guys, if you want to become a member, make sure you check out the link in the description. Big up yourself, Timmy.
Big up.
Shivers Comic Dance says, brothers, do you think we go 4-2-3-1? I don't.
4-3-3 all the way, baby.
Yeah. Jeannie says, I have a hot take. We could take a step back next season, losing a Prem-proven Mane and replacing his goals with an unproven Nunes. And if we don't sign a midfielder, we could take a step back. I agree. Drift. I agree in terms of maybe points total, but I still think we finish second comfortably.
I disagree, Cal.
You don't think we finish second?
I'm not saying we won't finish second, but I think if we don't sign a midfielder, we're in a top 4 race, not a title race.
Okay, we'll come back to that when the season comes closer to starting. I disagree though. I do think. Shout out to Chris Brack in the comments. Shout out to the LFC day trippers as well. Special shout out to Kev as well. If you're watching, you know why, bro. Dudek and Kirkland, the last double signing, it might have been. Remember we spoke to Vesterveld about that. They literally both got signed in the same window. It's kind of mad signing 2 goalkeepers in the same window. Yeah, hold on. Man. I don't want to say it. Nunes was Alonso and Garcia. Was Alonso and Garcia double signing?
Because I was just thinking Torres and Babel.
I don't think they were a double.
Same day, bro. Yeah, they got announced on the same day. I'm sure they did.
That takes the crown then, innit?
Or within the space of a day or two. I'm sure they did. They were both with Benitez holding the scarves in the same photo. I definitely remember that. Babel and Torres, bro. I thought we was about to duppy everything, bro. I thought Benitez with Babel and Torres, bro. I thought we was about to duppy everything.
Suarez and Carroll. Big up to everyone in the chat. Suarez and Carroll.
That doesn't count. Carroll doesn't count, boys. It doesn't count.
It doesn't count.
It doesn't count. It don't count.
No,
Carroll, that sounds like a dinner lady. It doesn't count. It doesn't count.
I think it was them. They might be the last ones.
It probably is, but it doesn't count. Andy
Shiver
Carroll. How long was Andy Carroll on record signing? What were we doing?
Oh, wow.
Oh, what were we doing? What were we doing? Oh, my
Shiver
God.
says Klopp likes dog midfielders. Jude becomes a Naby. I disagree. I think Klopp's come out of that. We just want robust and mechanical midfielders now, or else we wouldn't have signed Thiago. I think Klopp's understanding to go toe-to-toe City, you have to have more than just pace and power. Jamrock says, hot take, Nunes, 25 goals, all comps next year. I hope so.
I hope you're right. Jam. I hope you're right.
Do you want my hot take on Nunes? Even though I'm going to come across and sound like I'm a hater.
Go on.
I personally think Nunes, I won't say struggles, but I don't think hits the heights that we expect him to hit next season. But the season after, I expect him to kick on and do really well. I think he has a difficult time next season.
I think if we signed him and Mane was still here, it's a very easy season for him. Replacing Mane was a very bad decision.
Razor says, is Ramsey better than Curtis Jones? Yes, in my opinion.
Ability-wise, no. Performance level, yes.
The boss says, Callum, I know what you did last summer. So do I. Pretty much work. Right, let's move on to the next topic then.
Big film there still.
Next topic then, Drift. Obviously, we need Matt for this, and I'm sure he'll jump back in shortly.
Jennifer Love Hewitt, you know. Jeez.
Naby Keita contract. More talks of it happening. Does it make sense? Does it not? And I'm going to go on the premise. Let's say, for example, we sign another centre midfielder. Should we still keep Naby Keita?
Hold on. We signed another midfielder.
Let's say we get Barella. Do we still hang on to Naby or not?
Oh, we get Barella. I'm all in. We get Barella. I'm all in. Naby being fourth or fifth choice, no problem with that. No problem with that at all. Naby being the starting lineup player, though.
I'm glad Matt weren't on there for that still.
I just got to be honest, bro. How do you feel about Naby being starting lineup?
It's between him. It's between him and Hendo, isn't it?
What did I just miss? What did I just miss?
No, you didn't miss anything, bro. You didn't miss anything. You didn't miss anything, bro.
Someone's looking guilty.
No, you didn't miss anything, bro. You didn't miss anything, bro.
Are you sure? I can go on YouTube and rewind. Let me go on YouTube now and rewind it, yeah?
No, you don't need to do that, bro. You don't need to do that, bro.
Okay. You didn't miss anything, bro. You didn't miss anything.
Anyone gonna be honest in it today, or we're just gonna keep?
I'm gonna ask you a question that I asked Drift, and Drift gave a fantastic answer to, by the way.
Yeah, go on.
Naby, contract situation. Do you think you should get a new contract, regardless of whether a new midfielder comes or not?
If we get no midfielder, you should get a new deal. If we do get a midfielder, like let's say we spoke about a Barella, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. As much as I rate Naby Keita, I'm okay. I'm at peace if we was to sign a Barella. Like, I'm at peace with it. You know what I mean?
I'm actually the other way around on that, though, man.
I'm at peace.
You know why? I think Naby being the fourth choice midfielder is a brilliant decision. and why I would give him a new contract. So if we sign Barella, that's when I think Naby should get a new contract. If we don't sign Barella, giving Naby a new contract means he's the starting lineup midfielder, which is the mistake. So I'm actually the opposite to you, if I'm being honest, bro.
Well, here's the thing. As things stand at the moment, it doesn't look like we're getting a midfielder, yeah? So if we was to sell Naby Keita right now, I know it sounds kind of crazy, but I don't think Liverpool go, well, we sold Naby Keita, let's go and get midfielder. I think Liverpool are not going to change their stance on that, bro. I don't know what, like...
shit. You think we sell Naby and we wouldn't bring anyone in? Nah, surely not.
They could never.
Surely not, bro. Surely not.
I can't go back to the protest Callum, bro. I can't.
You man are forgetting.
Surely not, bro.
Who we are. Let's be realistic. All right, let's be realistic for 1 second. What do you think Naby Keita would honestly get? Like, let's be realistic. Who do you think? How much do you think he would generate? Realistically.
After the season he just had with 1 year left in his contract, 15 to 20 mil we could get for Naby.
30.
I was.
You think we could get 30 with only 1 year left on his contract? Though.
Yeah, Julian will just put someone's finger in the cigar cup.
Guys, we only got 35 for Mane. We're not getting 30 for Naby. We're getting 20.
But one's younger.
We gotta be honest. We're getting 20.
Younger.
Julian Ward would put someone's finger in the cigar cutter.
But let's just.
All right. Let's say 27. Let's just go all in the middle. Let's go. We get 27 mil for Naby.
Let's say we get 27 million for Naby Keita. Liverpool know that to get a real quality replacement, it's going to take more than that. That 27 won't cover that midfielder. It will go towards, obviously, but it won't be enough in it. So it means you'd have to sell more players. I genuinely feel like Liverpool would rather do the whole, if we're not bringing in a midfielder, sign him up maybe to a 2 to 3 year extension. If Naby Keita does ball out and they still want to, work on the engine room and still bring in 2 midfielders, then they might feel like they can sell him if he signs that extension. It's about being smart now. We know Naby Keita, for me, is a quality player. But obviously, there does come a time when you think, you know what, you've been here 4 years. This is now your 5th year. And only last year was the year where me personally, I said, you know what? I'm going to be honest now, bro. You belong. Because for me, I thought he had a very good season. I genuinely thought he had a good season. Very underrated season. But I don't know if that's enough, though, to warrant a new contract when you think about how we're trying to evolve and we're trying to, improve our midfield. He's a good player, bro. But if man are talking about Barella and we had a chance to even get Tchouameni and we have a chance to get Bellingham and whoever, these are the players that you would look at and think they're good, but they might have to be sacrificed because they can be improved on. And that's no shade on him, but I think injuries have taken a toll on him. And I think confidence and everything else that goes with it. And I think it's kind of clear as well. Klopp is very clear on who his first 3 midfielders are. That is Fabinho, Henderson, and Thiago. It's not Naby Keita. He rates him.
I disagree. I used to think that up until last season. I don't think he knows who the third choice is.
Who started the Champions League final, bro? That summed it up for me, bro. Champions League final.
Naby was out of form, though, Matt.
Champions League final.
I know, but he's out of form. I think
is there such a thing as Naby being out of form because he's never actually played long enough to be? All right,
let me ask you this. Let me throw it back at you.
Being honest.
You're being cold, but let me ask you.
No, I'm just being honest, man. Naby has good games. He doesn't have form.
Let me land this. Let me land this, and you both give me your answers. Was Mohamed Salah in form going into the Champions League final? Yes or no?
No, but we got no one else, bro.
No, was he in form though?
No, he wasn't. No.
Still played him, right?
I know, but he had no one else, Matt. He was on that side.
How many forwards did we have at the club before Mane?
All right, but Matt, I ask you then, who would you have played on the right-hand side going to that Champions League final?
Bro, no, that's not for me to answer. That's not for me to answer, though.
That's top level deflection there. That is top level
deflection.
Sorry, no.
No, big man thing. I'm gonna put it on stage. All right, cool. Now, big man thing.
Who would you have started right wing, Matt?
All right, so we had Diaz, Mane, Firmino. Okay, Jota was out of form as well, so it was a bit techie. But we have to keep it real. Mohamed Salah was out of form. We played him because we feel like he's the best. Yeah. There's a reason why Jurgen Klopp picked Henderson, There's a reason he trusts him, bro. They went and done a documentary thing. Have you seen it on YouTube recently regarding Henderson?
Yeah.
Bro, he ain't going. No, listen.
But he shouldn't be going anywhere. That's
Talk
the
is
point.
Drifty produced it still.
Drifty Productions.
I'm not even gonna lie. I use my own money as well. I use my own money as well. That's my captain.
All jokes aside, like, you know what it is? I saw it last season. Yes, I think he forced his way more into the starting line than he's ever done, 100%. And that's why people. And here's the thing, because the people are flip flopping more than me. NFT midfield, this is the best midfield ever. Naby Keita has won by game. Oh, bring back the captain. Champions League final, yeah. I'm telling you, bro. People love to flip flop, and listen, the internet never lies because the people's comments will never change.
All right, so all right. In fact, I'm gonna switch this on both of you then.
Yeah.
If Naby gets a new contract,
yeah.
Without going into detail with it and going,
my God,
we can't say nothing to FSG because that's on Klopp.
Yeah, he believes in him.
Not necessarily because they might be protecting their asset.
That's true as well.
Not necessarily. They could be protecting their asset. That's true. That's the third highest most expensive player we bought.
There is no talk of renewing Ox's contract, is there?
No, but
Ox. We bought Ox for 30 plus add-ons. We paid 54 mil for Naby. I think he's the fourth highest signing we've ever made. Now Nunes just came in as third.
Ox was 40 plus add-ons, blood.
No. It was 30 plus add-ons. It was 30. Yeah.
40 after the add-ons. It's 40 after the add-ons.
Maybe 40 after the addons, but it wasn't 40 plus addons, Matt. It wasn't. He wasn't that much. He wasn't. He only had 1 year left, Matt. There's no way we played 40 plus addons for Ox. No. It was 30 plus addons. I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was. Anyway,
that's my point, though. How can this not be on Klopp? Because FSG, I don't think, with all due respect to FSG, I don't think they care about Naby like that to be like, give him a new contract. They weren't going to give Hendo a new contract till Klopp stepped in. We weren't going to give Genie a new contract. Klopp tried to sort that out and it didn't come to an agreement.
But here's the difference, Carl. Everybody who's left wanted an extension with a pay rise, whereas Naby will probably stay on the same amount.
Really?
Because if you deep it, everyone who's been given everyone who's been given an extension, shoot me down if I'm wrong, but I'm trying to just remember at the time, apart from Van Dijk, who only went up by 20 grand a week, everybody's extension kept them on the same money they're on.
No.
Who went up then? Who went?
All of them. They all went up.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Rob. I was thinking Flacco.
Maybe Hendo didn't. Maybe
Alisson and Flacco stayed in the same, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
But they got pay rises, yeah? Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Okay, apparently the BBC say Liverpool signed Oxlade-Chamberlain for 35 mil, so it's 35.
Yeah.
It's 35. It's 35.
No, none of them took a pay cut. Only
Milner's not a pay cut, just not a pay increase. Like just got the same amount, but just obviously did an extension.
Yeah, they all got paid nicely, and signing on fees and all that as well.
I mean, the type of money that they were on probably was a low enough amount to give them a pay rise as well, though. Maybe I guess because I know Robbo and Trent were on that peanuts, so it would be easy to give them a pay rise.
Bro, Trent's on. Do you know what Trent's on now? Trent's on like a reported 180. You know.
But he would have only been on like 60 grand a week or something to that new deal. Though he was on like quite a low contract, didn't it?
Yeah, Trent was on.
Robbo was definitely on a low contract before that.
Yeah, so Robbo was 25.
Very interesting to see what happens with Trent's next contract. That's all I'm gonna say.
Bruh, don't. By the way, the one thing I forgot to answer when we was talking about Barella, I don't think with him being in the Italian league, playing for the Italian. Obviously they're not champions now, but like the champion, like one of the contenders. So they're like the upper echelon of Italian football. I think it'll be very, very difficult to convince him to leave as well. That's why I don't necessarily think that could happen.
Who, Trent?
No, Barella. I think if Barella played for a Calgary or a Sampdoria or a Lazio or one of those kind of teams, I think I'd probably put my hat on the fact that we could possibly do it. But if you're at Juve, Inter, Milan, if you're one of those clubs and you're an actual like Italian future icon,
do you know how much he earns? Do you know how much he earns? All right. In fact, I'm going to ask you.
Yeah, Barella's only on like 80 grand a week or something, isn't he?
He's on 75k.
75, yeah. But it's not just about money though, Cal. It's about the fact that he's a golden generation player, and I don't think the Italian league in general want to lose the players that are of that stature who play for the national side. I think they like to keep a lot of their established players in the league. They would,
but they know. Here's the thing: they know with the Italian league, like basically the money's not there, innit?
I was gonna say Donnarumma's gone.
Let me ask you this: AC Milan
it's the second best league in football, though, guys. It's taken over from La Liga,
bro. Not in a disrespectful way, because I actually think it's a good signing. But I'm just gonna put it like this: AC Milan won the league. And they're getting Divock Origi on a free. Good business, but like you wouldn't maybe expect like someone like if Man City won the league, which they did, you wouldn't expect them to go and sign Divock Origi, even though he's a good player. Do you know what I'm saying? Like there's with the Italian league, bro, they've got their financial limits to what they can and can't do. Hence why Ibrahimovic was even there last season, and he has to take a massive pay cut as well. Like they work within their means, but what it is they're trying to maximize. And funny enough, we talk about AC Milan. I think he just signed today, but. You got people like Rafael Leao. You've got obviously Ramignoli, who's been there from time. Kessie.
Remember, AC Milan's a bad example though, because they've had financial troubles for a long time though.
They have, but even all right. Name me someone. You see, Inter and Juve. What big signing have they made? Like they've actually had to pay.
Oh yeah, no, they don't have the money. I know the Italian league doesn't have.
The Lit was probably the last one.
But if you're talking about from a quality and an entertainment point of view, I watched both leagues this season. So this is my opinion. I'm not even saying this is facts. The Italian league was way more entertaining for me than the Spanish league was. I got so much more joy watching Italian football than I did watching Spanish football.
Vlahovic, guys, Vlahovic.
Yeah, but you want to know why that is, though? That's because AC Milan. All right, so that's because, obviously in La Liga, Barcelona are still, and again, I know that they're trying to sign players, but they're still trying to recover from the loss of Messi and financial trouble. Real Madrid had a free run. I know Atletico were there. They were there because Atletico spend money as well. But Real Madrid kind of got their stuff together. So they only had one competition to do with that as Atletico. Barca were nowhere to be seen. In Italy, it's very different. Over years gone by, it's no other than Napoli who have usurped or tried to usurp the others. It's always been an AC Milan, a Juve, or an Inter. Normally, one of those three teams will win the league. Other than Napoli down the line where they've pushed whoever, and obviously Roma will push them. But I'm telling you from that, it's always those three. And even them, they're not the richest clubs in the world, bro. Juve are the richest because, like Carl said, Juve got De Ligt and they got, was it Vlahovic, innit?
Yeah.
But other than that, Juve is the only one. And that they don't really make big buys like that. They do.
Oh no, yeah, there's not a lot of money in the league. I get that. But in terms of entertainment and quality and stuff, I think Italy is above Spain now. I do. Like you said, bro.
What in quality? Do you think in quality? Or
yeah, bro. Just quality entertainment. Like I watched even when I watched Real Madrid games, they weren't entertaining.
No, I say entertainment.
They weren't entertaining,
because
bro.
When was the last time an Italian team got to a Champions League final? That's one thing I will say. So you see, when you talk about Italian teams, yeah, entertainment wise, I think they're more on the same level. Whereas when you go to Spain, it goes Real Madrid, then Atletico, in my opinion. Then Barca, because they're on the come up in it, but the disparity is kind of big though. Whereas Italy is a bit
but here's the thing, and this is what's unfair when people try to bat La Liga. I get Real Madrid are a bit of an anomaly, but take Real Madrid out of the Spanish league and then let's talk, because we can't just have this one team representing the whole league. Let's talk about it as a whole. Italy has better quality overall than Spain in terms of entertainment value, watching it, the games. Like, come on, let's be real. Like, if we just take Real Madrid out of Spain for a minute, like, Italy is just more entertaining. It's better quality. When you're actually watching the football in Serie A, it's just better to watch. It just is. Like, forget about Real Madrid doing well. Real Madrid are Real Madrid. They're a bit of an anomaly. When you watch Italian football, I just feel like there's just more quality in that league. And again, this is opinion. If you disagree, fair enough. But I watch Italian football, and I can watch I even watched the relegation game. Who was the relegation game? There was two teams. I don't really watch them too tough. It was one of the teams who just come up, and maybe Calgary or one of the teams. It was near the end of the season. and it was still a brilliant game to watch. It was still very entertaining to watch. Even if I don't even know too much about the team, I'm watching the game and I'm entertained. Whenever I watch Spanish football, I'm like,
no, do you know what?
This is boring. This ain't entertaining.
See, I wouldn't say it's boring. All right, so obviously some games are boring, but in Italy, I think there's more parity. There's not the disparity is not as big, right? Because you've got, for example, on a mad day, man like flipping Belotti could go smack a hat trick, and you're like, rah, Belotti. I'm trying to remember who he plays for. My mind's gone blank, but Belotti will score. That's it, Torino. Belotti will score a hat trick, and everyone will be like, oh my days, like Belotti, like. Whereas in La Liga, you got to even look at that Champions League, bro. Champions League. When was the last time, like I said before, an Italian team was in a final? Like, was it last season? Who took out Juve? It was not Sevilla. Villarreal took them out, bro.
But Villarreal also took out Bayern Munich as well.
This is what I'm saying. So I think the quality is higher in Spain, but there's more parity in Italy. The gap isn't as wide, bro. In my opinion, anyway. And
maybe that's what it is. I think Juve was the last Italian team to get to a Champions League final, which is a while ago now, isn't it?
But I actually think the league is. So here's the thing. I think Spain is more techie.
Yeah.
The Italian league right now is more of an entertaining watch. So I think it's more a case of what you prefer.
Yeah, because parity. I think the parity. Yeah, I think like AC, Inter, and Juve could all win the title next season. Like if they get their signings right. Whereas next season,
it's only Real Madrid or
I think it's just Real Madrid because I still think Barca, unless they sign Lewandowski and a few more, let's
keep it a buck as well, you lot. Liverpool took out Milan and Liverpool took out Inter. If we hadn't taken them out, who knows where they would have got? Like, let's be real. Like, it's because they got us and unfortunately they went out. Who knows? They might have got to a semi or a quarter final if they'd have got another team and not us. Like, we don't know, innit? Unfortunately, they played us. I think Inter Milan could have beat a Bayern Munich or a Villarreal or any of the other clubs that got to quarterfinals or semi-finals. Like, let's keep it real. They just unfortunately played us. Inter Milan could have beat Villarreal. The way Bayern Munich played last season, Inter Milan could have beat Bayern Munich. You never know, innit? Like, so maybe they were just unfortunate. They just played us in the last 16, unfortunately. If they'd have got someone else, you never know, bro. They could have gone through. So you never know, bro. Inter Milan could have done well in the Champions League if they didn't have to meet us. You never know, innit? You just won't never know. I know it was a lower competition. Roma won Europe last year. It was a lower competition, but they still won it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You never know, bro. You never know.
Like I said before, I think it's just finance. It comes down to finances, innit? And bro, I don't even want to say too much because I don't want us to get cancelled. But Real Madrid can go and get money whenever they need it. Spanish government. Barcelona have just been sponsored by Spotify. Everyone's in the new kit and everything. And not only that, they're getting some money from TV revenue as well. I can't remember the terminology, but they're getting about another 200 and something million euros for a deal, television sponsor, all that stuff. Yeah, so they know how to get their money. Italy is so bro. In Italy, Milan can ask Juve, all right, you see your star player? All right, can we get him on loan? And Juve will say, yeah. That's what it's like in the Italian league, right? It's kind of peak, bro. Like the Italian league,
like that.
Bro.
It's been like that for years, man. It's been like that for years,
people
bro.
might not even know this.
For all three.
Pirlo started at Inter Milan and AC got him. No, I think, or was it Juve? One of
Christian Vieri played for all three, if I'm not mistaken. He's definitely played for Juve and Inter. Bro, Italy's always been a bit mad like that.
Ibrahimovic.
Gattuso. It's always been a bit mad like that. I don't know. They've never really had that big of an issue doing that. Like, Seedorf played for Milan, it's a bit weird in Italy. Like, I don't know.
They had a little bit of money back in them days because I remember. Was it the other way around? Remember when Barca got Ibrahimovic and they sold Etu? No, Barca sold.
It was a swap, innit? It was a swap.
That's when Serie A was on their knees.
No, it was a swap and money, right? It was a swap and money.
Yeah, it was.
The other way around.
It was only Inter that were all right because the other got done for the scandals and that. So Inter had a free run at everything.
It swings in roundabouts though, because in the late 90s, Italian football dominated.
Yeah, they would have played.
It dominated. Like it was the best thing ever. You know what I mean? So
James Richardson, if you know, you know, innit?
Let's go.
Love to get James Richardson on the show.
Are you mad?
Yeah.
Right, football heritage. Man can't talk to me about.
That brings back hella childhood memories, boy.
Bro.
Seeing Ronaldo in that Inter top, just skinning up man for fun.
Remember him and Zamorano, blood.
Of course. And Cambiasso and above.
Yeah.
Come on.
Recoba, Zanetti.
Come on.
Are you mad?
But do you remember that Parma team?
Yeah.
With Buffon, Cannavaro, Crespo, Thuram.
Juan Sebastian Veron.
Hey, bro. Parma was the team on Football Manager,
Parma was different.
Hey, when we was kids, bro, Parma was the team on Football Manager. Championship manager, yeah.
Remember when Lazio had Claudio Lopez, bro? They had CC Mihailovic. Man can't talk to me about football heritage, bro. Man will go deep, you know.
Italian football was on some different smoke.
That's when they had Nesta, bro. Back in the day, they had Nesta, bro.
Yeah. Crazy.
Are you mad?
That was my 80 Milan days. I'm not gonna lie,
bro. Different. Sebastian Rossi, the goalkeeper. Man, don't know about
last topic. He's been linked with leaving, and I know what you guys are gonna say, but I'm gonna throw something at you both. Everyone kind of expected Ox to leave. However, the rumors coming out are that he's gonna stay. And I know what people are going to say. He barely played in the run-in from like February to the end of the season, which is true. But rewind a year ago, 2020-2021 season, there was also another midfielder who didn't feature from around February to the end of the season, pretty much, in Naby. We all thought he was going and he stayed and he had a good season. Could Ox be given a second chance? And if so, what are your expectations from him this season?
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, I got to ask the hard questions, guys.
No, I let just go.
I've got one thing to say to Ox actually being given another chance. Emotional damage. I love Ox. You lot know that already. That's why this hurts. Like, this hurts. But make it make sense, man. Make it make sense. Like Matt, look at me, bro. Make it make sense, bro. Bro,
I've already got. Listen.
Tell me how it makes any sense, bro.
I'll tell you what makes sense. I've already got Ox's highlights already for next season.
Oh man, I didn't kill off with this one. You see, Baba, when you roll it up, I'm all.
Bro, it's vibes, you know.
Oh, man, I said vibes.
We're vibes for next season.
Oh man, I don't get it, Carl, man. I don't get it, man. And again, you lot know it's all love, man. I've always been the one to defend Ox, but you can't make any sense of this, man. You just can't.
I don't understand.
If Ox actually mattered in any way, shape, or form to Klopp or to Liverpool at this stage of his Liverpool career, then he would have featured between January and the end of the season. The fact that he didn't play in any of the games that weren't even important. Let's not even lie to ourselves, guys. He didn't even play in games that weren't important. I mean, obviously, I guess technically all the games are important, but you know what I mean. Like, he wasn't even featured if there was a rotation, if there was a point where we had to like bring in 4 or 5 new players because some players needed to be rested. No matter what the scenario was, he wasn't like, unless someone could correct me, I don't remember seeing Ox once Mane and Mo came back. Can anybody, am I wrong? Or did he play any game?
Not in Forest.
Was he not in Forest?
The FA Cup 5th round? Is that all he did? Is that honestly all he played? If that was all he did, is that the game, Cal, when he went, I hardly ever play and he threw that strop? Was that the game?
That was the last time he was featured.
Can I just say this here, just quickly, just wait. I know you haven't finished yet.
If I'm not mistaken, that was March.
So he didn't play in April, May, or any of the important end of season months.
January, February, March, April, May. I know you're crying, but
I thought of that video. You know that one?
I'll be gone to November.
Truth, you know that video? I don't even know why I thought of this shit. You know that video where it's like, big in your mama. Bro, I rate Ox for what he done 17, 18, and 19, 20. I think when he got the 8 goals.
He was good 1920.
Young Klopp doesn't play him. And every time we see Oxlade-Chamberlain, he looks angry. Even in the kick thing, like, man looks like he don't want to be there. And rightly so, because you want to play football, you're not playing. You've had in fact, and big up to him. In fact, one thing I will say, big up to him as well, because he's recently got engaged. I was going to say this on a personal note. He's recently got engaged, and he's recently had a child as well. So big up to him. He had a lot of positives throughout the year. The negatives he didn't have was he wasn't playing enough football. But the problem is that the football that he did play didn't warrant like more playing time, and Klopp didn't play him. The damning thing is, this is why I get really baffled with Jurgen Klopp, and I'm sure a lot of us do when he says this. The same thing kind of happened a year before, and we thought Ox was going to go. Then Jurgen Klopp says, he's so dynamic, he can change the game. We haven't got a player like Ox. He's different. And I'm like, okay, is this a selling tactic or do you mean it? He meant it. Didn't get sold. Played a little bit and just like fell by the wayside. If we're being very, very honest, he played well, to give him credit, when he played on the flank. But in that midfield,
he had a good January. He did have a good January.
In that midfield, though, where we kind of need him to be, we're using that energy, that athleticism. It wasn't there. Decision making, lack of touch, whatever it is. Yeah, I like his character. I like him as a person. But just for how we want to move forward. And if people had that same energy for Naby Keita or Jordan Henderson, whoever it may be, we got to keep it $150. We can improve on him. And I don't even think it's like a revelation. I think it's in front of our eyes. Liverpool must surely know that. I'm also hoping as well, Drift. I'm seeing reports that are 10 mil, like we should let him go. Yeah, bro, 10 mil, because he's in his last year. But does it make sense to let him even to go for free if we can sell him for 8 to 10 mil?
No, it doesn't, bro. And I know you said about Klopp said he can change midfields, but the only thing Ox can change right now is a nappy. Bro, like, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. What? He's not changing no games,
where he's got the headphones like this.
Let's keep it a buck, bro. Ox ain't changing nothing but nappies, bro. Like, right. I don't understand. I don't know what we're doing.
Right, can I play devil's advocate? Can I play devil's advocate?
Go on. He's dynamic, isn't it? He's dynamic.
I was actually going to use that. You've actually just.
He's so dynamic. Like this microphone. This microphone is so dynamic. It cannot be replaced.
You've actually stifled me still. I got.
Bruv, the microphones that we have a dynamic.
Just said, man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You actually stifled me in one word, bro. That's liberty still.
Bruv, I don't want to.
Sorry, Cal. One of you guys bring up the definition of dynamic.
All right, let me ask you a serious question.
No. If Ox is dynamic, someone bring up the definition of dynamic. I beg you.
Let me ask you a serious question.
Bro,
we always say we want a midfielder who can score goals, can drive, and do all these things. Now, granted, wait. I know we didn't see that from him last season. I know we didn't. But we know it's in there. Could it not be a case of getting fit through pre-season?
Wait, I got this. Yeah, go.
Yeah.
No, go on.
See how he gets through. See if his confidence, Matt. If his confidence comes back, and then he could potentially be, on that right-hand side. Go on, Matt. It's such a disrespectful laugh.
Bro,
I'm trying to ting here, man.
Bro, do you know when I knew Klopp was trying to sell us a dream? And I mean this when I say this as well, bro. I love Jurgen Klopp in it. Like he's like our dad or whatever.
Jurgen Klopp's a Gallus in it. That's what he is,
bro. He tried to say Ox could play false nine.
Bro, he tries to remix Ox every summer.
But
what is it? Is it Ox goes on holiday, comes out of a tan, he's looking all good, fresh,
bro?
Like what? Every summer we try and remix Ox. Bro. Ox is Ox, man. He's always just gonna be him, bro.
Deep it for a second. I'm not even playing with you. Jurgen Klopp said Ox could play the false nine.
And you know, some sections of fans were like, "Yeah, it could run." That was a dark day in Liverpool's history.
That was as dark as when Roy Hodgson took over blood. Them days there.
No, but here's the wickedest thing, though. Here's the thing. Here's the silver lining, or here's like the line down the middle of everything.
Silver lining? Where's the silver lining?
All right, not silver lining, but here's the line down the middle of this all. If we were talking about a player based on his ability, and if he had absolutely no injury issues, all of the things that we're saying might not even be far from the truth. They genuinely might not, but that is not the reality. And that's what the problem is. If you go back to 17-18, if you go back to a 14-15 or a 15-16 Ox at Arsenal, if you go back to that level, we're talking about a player who's got unbelievable ability
but you know,
as a footballer.
But you said go back to 17-18.
Yeah, no,
we're
I know.
2022.
No, I know. So what I'm saying is, it's weird that these people who keep on trying to remix Ox, they're not realizing it is irrelevant whether you think he's got this and he's got that. He won't stay fit enough and his form won't pick up enough for him to display whatever it is that you're telling us he's capable of doing. And that is what the problem is. If I can wave a magic wand over Ox and I can make him be completely injury-free, I do believe he could be the dynamic midfielder that we're missing. I believe that. And you lot know I'm not gassing. I rate his ability as a footballer. But that's never going to happen.
I'm not going to be shady.
It's never going to happen, bruv. It's never. That's why I say, let's bring Daniel Sturridge back and let's hope he stays injury-free.
This is what I was going to say.
It's not going to happen, bruv.
All right, here's what I'm going to say. And I'm not going to be shady at all in this segment. And I'm just going to be honest, because this is me speaking as a genuine Liverpool fan, right? I'm not trying to make no headline, no gas, no nothing. Just being genuine. Oxlade-Chamberlain, when he signed, was a player that I didn't even realize.
Hug me, kiss me, squeeze me. Hug me, kiss and caress me. For the longest, I'm standing in the party.
No, I'm supposed to. No, I need to be sick. I don't need to.
Oh my days. I swear Kevin Little had about 8 videos for the same tune as well, bro.
Switch. That one.
Bro.
Oh my days.
I don't want to do. All right. Who just signed?
Coming home with me tonight.
Hey, do you want to know what? That tune banged harder than any when it came out, though. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was Oxford 17-18, blood.
Yeah, it's real, bro. It's real.
It's real, bro. This is what I'm gonna say.
All Spragger on the remix and that. Fucking.
All jokes aside.
Like a light switch. You got nothing like this. I like this.
All right, Spragger's my guy still.
No. Do you know what? All right. You know what I'm going to say, right? When we signed Mane in 17-18, I didn't know what we was going to get in it. I genuinely didn't know. Because remember, at that time, I think he was playing right wing back and everyone was saying he wants to play midfield, but we just didn't know what he really had. Whether he had the minerals or whatever. When he signed for us and when he actually played and he got some rhythm, I was like, wow, we've actually got a gem here. There's a reason why we went after him. You look at what he did in the Champions League when he smashed that ball against Man City, and I was like, raw! And I know I'm not even joking when I say this. He was dynamic. He was.
Has he been living off that though?
I think he has, and this is what I was gonna say.
No, I think he's had great moments.
Well, hear me out. Football's a part. Injuries are a part of football. It's happened to him. He had that real bad injury, and I think he made a decent enough recovery, and he had a good 19-20, if I'm not mistaken, where he got the 8 goals. Yeah. However, every time we do talk about Oxlade-Chamberlain, we always refer back to, remember that time when it was 17-18? Bro, 17-18. Do you know how far back that is, bro? That's before pandemic. Yeah. that's when literally like whole things people have changed. People were in different jobs. Yeah. Man said that the dollar and the pound, you could get something. That was way back in the day. That's how much things have changed. Coutinho had only left 6 months before. There was so much that could have happened. I'm trying to talk over these men, and these men are just trying to kill me with the ox thing, you know. Like, people need to understand.
Do you remember the time when he scored a goal? Do you remember the time when he shot? Oh, when he scored a goal, do you remember the time? Remember my baby? Do you remember? In the park, on the beach. Do you remember? Shut up.
Oh my days!
You man are taking the piss, bro.
Oh man! I'm just trying to keep that vibe happy, man, because this is a sad time, man. I can't lie, bro. We keep remixing certain man in the team and saying that's the new signing, man. This is a joke, man. Now, let's be real, man.
The time, you know.
Let's be real, man. It's not the one, man. It's not the one. Like, and he's not alone in this, bro. He's not alone in this. There's other players in the squad. I don't know, man. I don't know where we're going.
No, I'm worried. I'm here with you. Though you're far away, I am here to stay. You
men are violating. Nah, but bro, do you know what though? One thing I will say is this. In my opinion, it has to be Klopp is trying to play a blinder here. He knows his time.
I'm gonna be real with you. Klopp's got to answer for this.
No, he does.
If Ox and Naby stay, and we bring in no one. I'm singing these songs about Klopp, by the way. You know,
guys, look.
It happens to be about Ox
got to
and
make
Naby.
sense, doesn't it?
Do you know what this is? This is hoarding. That's what this is. This is hoarding. We should be on hoarders 2022 because that's all we're doing right now. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. There are a couple man in this squad. And the thing is, people like Minamino and Origi, who were useful members of the squad that didn't play regularly, are the ones that have left. And then the players who don't really contribute that often are the ones that are around. And I look at it and I just think to myself, now, we cannot be the only ones that look at the way Man City are improving, the way Tottenham and Arsenal and other people are catching up. It don't make no sense. What's happening?
No man's violated. He's like, what you call this? What you call this?
Oh, see, so I missed that one.
I flipped my lip, you know.
Every time he hears Ox, he's like, what? Oh,
it's just, man. I don't know, man. Like, we can't be watching these other players go to other clubs and watching other teams improve and stuff like that, and then turning around and trying to remix certain man in the team. Like, like I said, I don't even mean to be horrible. My boy Jones, like, I do believe there's a player in there, but he's got to go on loan. It's not going to happen if he stays on the bench playing a little bit part. Do you know what I mean? Kirby, it's not going to work, bro. He can't just sit on the bench playing bit part game here or there. Hold on.
I've got a bond to pick with you two. I know it's not really a thing, but I need to say this. Do you know, remember a conversation when we was talking about captaincy and I was saying Trent?
Oh, bro, there's no need to bring this up anymore, man. There's no need to bring this up, bro.
Curtis Jones.
Curtis Jones.
I still think he'll make a better captain. He'll make a better
captain of what? Of what?
I still think he'll make a better captain. Bro, he's not being allowed to fulfill his potential. But he still needs to go on loan and he needs to play week in, week out, and he needs to do what Gallagher and other players have done, and he needs to prove that he is of the ability that we knew he was of. It's just a fact. But you're like, I'm just being honest. You can't have, like, let's keep it a buck, yeah? If we go into the new season and Jones, Ox, and Naby are still Liverpool players, then we are hoarding. It's that simple. We are hoarding, and we're those men who like.
My head there, Curtis.
Like we just, I don't know. I don't get it.
So many Michael Jackson songs are just the tip of my tongue when it comes to clopping these midfielders.
Bro, no, all jokes aside, this is one thing I say. I think Jones is.
I just can't stop loving you. And if I stop, then tell me just what will I do? I just can't stop loving you.
Oh my God. No, it's
never
mad.
Make me stay, so take your weight off of me.
It's
I know
mad,
your
bro.
every move, so won't you just let me be? I've been had times before, but I was too blind to see that you seduce every man. This time you won't seduce. He said that's okay. Hey, Naby, do what you want. He looked me deep in the eyes, touched me on the spot. He said, "Don't turn your back." Dirty Naby, dirty Naby, dirty Naby, dirty Naby.
Oh my God,
man.
Oh fuck yeah.
Oh my day. Well, that does sum up our midfield, didn't it?
Yeah, you just gotta laugh, man.
What is in the mud?
No, we need a midfielder, man.
Midfielders in the mud.
We need a new
man.
Oh man.
Michael Jackson could literally just cover everything. Like, you could be like, there's a rumor going around we're gonna sell one of our players. Who is it?
Is it a friend of mine?
Who is it? Is it Oxlade-Chamberlain? Who is it? Like, he could cover the whole thing, bro.
Oh man.
Look, all I'm saying is we've really got to upgrade. We've really got to upgrade that area of midfield. We just have to.
Upgrade. We need to we need to shut the thing down like a factory, bruv. Start again. No, I'm joking, but no, all jokes aside, bro. There's a lot of players that we could move on. We could. There's a few, bro. There's a few, and I think Liverpool know that, but I don't understand why they're dragging their heels, bro.
You've been hit by a smooth criminal. You've been stopped by a smooth criminal.
Oh, my stomach, bro.
Naby, are you okay? Are you okay? Naby, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Naby? You've been hit by, you've been stopped by a smooth criminal.
Oh my days, bro.
Oh, man, said, Naby, are you okay?
I'm actually crying.
Okay? Oh, God. Oh, my days.
Oh, no, love it.
Naby, are you okay? Naby, are you okay? Are you okay, Naby? Naby, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Because when I look at the midfield, I can see that you're not there ready. On the counter.
Oh, man.
It was so cool. Naby, you okay? Are you okay?
I've actually got a headache,
You've
bro.
been hit by, you've been stopped by a smooth criminal.
I've actually got a headache, bro. Love it. The back of my head is
Oh my days. Oh fuck. I've lost my train of thought, everything. I'm all over the place.
Michael Jackson literally has a song for every situation.
No, he actually does,
Everything.
bro. Oh man.
Oh, the back of my head. Oh my days, bro. I feel like Karius after the Champions League, blood.
Oh fuck you know.
Oh boy, let's get super chats then. Oh Oh man, I'll throw myself.
Naby, are you okay? You know,
that song would have fit perfectly when we won the Carabao Cup. They'd be like, Alex, are you okay? Alex, are you okay? Because he looked pissed, bro.
Bro, he was fuming, bro.
He was fuming, bro. Are you okay, Alex? Yeah, we've got a bit of surgery we've got to do in that midfield.
Trust me, bro. The midfield needs gutting.
Jamrod says, I think Carney Chukwuemeka is better than Ramsey. He's highly touted, to be fair. He is highly touted. Jeannie says, do you rate Leroy Sané? If so, how much would you be willing to pay to bring him to Liverpool, and would he start?
I rate him highly. I rate him highly.
But has he done well with injuries, though?
He's been fine injury-wise, just not form-wise at Bayern.
Yeah, it's been more the form, yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, though.
He's about a £70 million player, I'd say.
Yeah. It's because we've got Diaz why it wouldn't be as important, because
and Salah. He plays both sides, Diaz and Salah. You don't start.
But I know Sané is an old-fashioned conventional winger, and he doesn't really do the invert thing as well as others do. But do you think you could play him on the right? Do you think there would be a possibility?
He plays a lot on the right for Bayern.
Oh, does he? Every time I've seen him play, he's been on the left.
No, he doesn't. Yeah, he does.
You know what? I would take him at Liverpool then. If he could cover the right wing position. Yeah, I would take him then. Because every time I've seen him play left.
Him or Gnabry, innit? Like them.
Yeah, I normally see Gnabry playing on the right when I watch them. Yeah. And I mean, his entire Man City career was on the left as well. But I would take Sané to cover Salah on the left, 100%.
I remember that interview, I remember he did that interview outside, and I was like, brother, don't do that. I know you got to do stuff for clicks and stuff, but come on, don't do that.
Family, when you run over an article of it, it's peak, innit?
Alex, are you okay? Alex, are you okay?
Peak, bro, it's peak.
Sultan says, Cal, he won't get into City, Chelsea, Spurs, Arsenal, West Ham, Leicester, Wolves. Only Man U and Brighton is a debate.
What, for Naby?
Yeah, he gets into Arsenal's.
Oh, I thought that was Ox, raw.
No, come on. Let's keep it a buck. I know we're laughing and we're joking here. Naby plays about instead of Højbjerg for Tottenham. Let's not be too disrespectful.
No, they're different positions.
No, but you could go. No, but combination.
No, but if we're just talking about ability and playing in the team, he's better than Højbjerg. Who's in West Ham's midfield? He could play for West Ham. Who's in midfield
for West Ham?
Who's in West Ham's midfield?
People really didn't.
We can't go that far. Let's not. He's just not good enough for Liverpool. But let's not go too far with it.
No, I agree. FB says, look at the picture of ZK Jäger. He's basically Klopp. I don't even know.
I don't know who that is either.
I don't know who that is, bro.
Eastwood says we will send Naby to Inter along with 17 million for Barella.
No, we won't.
Laugh at us. They would laugh.
Yeah, they would laugh because that means we only value Barella at around 35, 40 million.
What I'm saying is, I know Naby Keita. Here's the thing, though. Naby Keita should be.
He'd tear it up at Inter, though.
Oh, 100. No, he would actually. He actually would still. That league kind of would.
45 million Naby would be what you'd have to pay for Barella, I reckon.
Troy M says, if I'm ever in court, I'm saying the same thing to the prosecuting attorney. That's not for me to answer. That was Matt trying to get out of the Naby question.
Yeah, Matt deflected that well still.
Very well. Lampard-esque. Ty says, if we see a 17-18 Ox, do we need a midfielder?
No, we don't. But that
if I see that year again, then we can talk. But I don't think we ever will.
That Ox is dead and gone. So,
Drift. That was a bit harsh, Drift. Don't clap at that, Robbie.
Keeping it a buck. I'm just keeping it a buck. We'll never ever see 17, 18 or prior Ox again. We just won't.
Let me ask you this, yeah, and let me ask Little Man this as well because he seems like he's getting involved. Do you think things will ever go back to you see pre-pandemic? Do you think things will ever go back to how they were before the pandemic?
What do you mean?
Just in life, general things
and all that.
Just general things.
Yeah, I think there's quite a lot of stuff that will. Yeah.
But how long do you think it will take?
I don't know. It depends which which element
another 5 years, I reckon.
There's a lot of things that have to happen for that to happen in it. There's a lot of things. We're talking about a player that had his best season in 17-18.
And if we're going to be really honest about it, only really started kicking on in the second half of the season.
That was natural though, because he wasn't played that much.
I know, but we always say 17-18, the whole season he wasn't good. It was the second half of the season.
Most of the people in the chat were probably at a different job in 17-18. That's how peak it is. 100%.
Bro, 17-18, I didn't have this one or the other one, bro.
Bro, I was about to say, in 2017, man had no Pitney. You mad?
But I had a 6-pack in 17-18, bro.
Bro, 2017, I was hench, blood.
Oh, fantastic.
I was blench. Fully fit. No one could
I'm never gonna lie. If you go look at 16-17 Cal, it was sharp on point, bro.
Trim was on point. The goatee was Joe-esque.
I was going gym 4 times a week.
But
4
the shirt
times
and tie
a week.
combinations were mad back in the day.
Bro.
Yeah, they were. They were.
I was moving
trousers that fit me. Now it's sweatshirts and jeans, bro.
Bro, 2017, I was moving like Debo.
What you saying? Man's got the dad bod now, yeah?
Fully, bro. Fully. I'm out here looking like Nate Diaz at 185, bro. Nick Diaz at 185. Slow combinations, bro. Hitting a heavy bag, sweating, but I'm not really impacting it. Do you know what I mean?
Chainsaw. You're saying we believe you, Matt. Even I don't even know if you're joking, bro. The footage is there, blood. 17-18. I'm not gonna lie. Man would have called out enough man from UFC from
this channel didn't even exist back in 17-18.
Are you crazy, blood?
Kopish went 17-18.
Man didn't know what I was on in 17-18, bro. You didn't want it with me in 17-18. This is what I'm saying. You didn't want it with Ox, but things have changed.
No, I'm saying. Eastwood says, is Ox being kept to keep our homegrown numbers intact for next year? Bellingham, we don't need him to keep our numbers intact. Hey, stop it, man.
And I still believe there's other people out there that we could have got that were English. That if that was
We've
the
got
whole
enough
point.
players. We've got enough.
We actually do. To be fair, though, we actually do. You know.
Jamrock says Bobby's last good season was raw. Jamrock, what are we doing there, brother?
No, I totally disagree with that.
Raw, Jamrock.
I totally disagree with
I said bar and Jamrock, brother. What are we doing there?
Man just threw Bobby in there for no reason.
Man said you lot are laughing, yeah? Yeah? Take this. There's some serious news. Stop laughing.
Let's change the conversation. What you might not have been laugh. You might not have been laughing.
I'm gonna be real with you. 1920, Bobby was very good that season. Very good that season. Club World Cup, away game warrior. Bobby had a very good 1920.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. He was brilliant in. He was brilliant in that.
Against, was it Spurs where like slow motion?
Bobby was integral to what we did that year. But yeah, come on, we gotta be real. We gotta be real.
Literally came to the party and was like, and just came and just disconnected the speakers, bro. So
you know like my man in the Sean Paul video. I told you about banging on the damn furnace. Party done.
Get the hell out of my house.
Hold on a minute. What's going on, big man? What's going on?
Big up Asian Barnes says, fellas, big up. Ox last game was Feb for us in the game. That was the outburst. He is staying, but I feel Klopp going to keep him on the bench unless we have a serious injury problem. Dead food are not good enough anymore. I'm gonna be real. If Klopp does that, that's very spiteful.
If Klopp does that,
like he's literally making an example of man in public. Literally Game of Thrones where they made her walk down the
Cersei, about shame. That's literally. You know, I need to find that video.
I don't even watch it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
bro, it's peak, bro.
Mr. Dare Say It just says people laughed when I said Ox Naby 25 mil max. Yeah, I did still. Might be a reality though, but I did. I don't think we'll sell both though.
We're not selling Naby K. He's getting a new deal, bro.
I don't think we're selling any, to be honest.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Froggy hearing LFC pushing for that Ox contract extension. You know what? That's the thing with Ox. He's actually a good guy. He is actually a good guy.
Oh, of course, 100%.
On the pitch, it's not where he needs to be, man. not where we.
Hold on. Pushing for a contract extension.
No, he's saying like LFC TV in it, like
LFC
obviously because of the
TV.
media side.
I thought he meant as in Ox doesn't want one and we're forcing it, or we're trying to convince him.
I could never. Jamrock says, Matt, didn't you say all Bobby's game needs is time to get his confidence back? Why can't it be the same for Ox and needed confidence? Both should go on this. Right, Jamrock, man.
Can I respond to that? I've seen more from Bobby Firmino than Oxlade-Chamberlain to see that. I think there's a difference though, because Bobby Firmino for me hasn't lost it. It's just fitness. Oxlade-Chamberlain feels like it's more like it's mental. Like there's a few things. Like I feel like he needs a pastures new, and you might get close to maybe the 17, 18. But I don't think that's like that with Bobby. Bobby just had a bad season for fitness. Oxlade-Chamberlain had probably one of his fittest seasons in a while, but confidence wasn't there. It's different. One you can see has it. The other one you can see like he just doesn't belong anymore, and that's it's kind of like a damning and sad thing to say. Really, you can see like Ox kind of feels like, yeah, I'm not even like, man, don't trust me. Like when he came off the pitch that time, Jamrock, you could kind of see like the frustration. He was just like, yeah, the club, the man don't believe me no more, innit? Like I'm done.
You know what? You know, sometimes you just have to accept.
You can see it.
You know, sometimes you just have to accept it is what it is, and you can't really fight against what it is. Like let me give you an example. Aaron Ramsey. I don't think there's anybody that would doubt Aaron Ramsey as a baller. I don't think there is. Like Aaron Ramsey is a very good footballer, but you know, there just comes a point in your career where you realize, right, I can't even make an impact at Rangers. Like, I pretty much think I'm at that point in my career where I'm done in it. At the highest level anyway. If I want to play football, I've got, because let's be real, and I'm not being disrespectful to Scottish football, but if you're of a certain type of player, you're supposed to go to Scotland and still be able to do well. Maybe you can't cut the mustard in the Champions League and the elite level, Italy, Spain, England, that level, but you're supposed to be able to go to Rangers and stand out. Aaron Ramsey can't even stand out at Rangers anymore. Like, there's sometimes you just got to admit something. So I think Ox would need to do something like that. Go Scotland, can you still stand out? Okay, maybe there's still something left in you here. Maybe there's still something here. Like, you know what I mean? I think that's the test that Ox needs to go and do now. Because at the highest level, I just don't think he can do it anymore. Look what happened to D Studge. I think everybody here, everybody in the chat, everyone in the panel knows. Daniel Sturridge, if you're talking about just ability and finishing, is probably one of the best strikers we've ever seen in the Premier League in the last 10 to 15 years. He was exquisite. Injuries absolutely ruined him. Now, was it Sydney FC that don't even want him? Or somebody like that? Is it Sydney? Come on, like, you know, sometimes you're like, raw, man's done out here, innit? Like, forget what natural talent you're born with. If you're getting released from like Sydney FC or whoever it was, like, you might just have to pack up this thing now, innit? Like, you like, honestly, like, it might just be a done thing now. Like, the football's making the decision for you. Football's making the decision for you. You know what I mean? Like, Ian Wright at West Ham, he said it was like, I just knew, like, it just, I wasn't that guy anymore, innit? I just know, sometimes you just know you're not that guy anymore. Unfortunately, because he's still in his 20s, which is really what's sad about it, Ox is just at that point now where you're like, bro, the top level football, I just don't think you can cut the mustard anymore. Go and bat it up at a Celtic, at a Rangers. Go and do, you know what I mean? Maybe try your hand in France like Joe Cole did, or Holland, or go to one of them clubs. You can maybe buy it up and be that guy where there's less pressure, football isn't as intense. Like, maybe try something like that. But when it comes to being top-level English Premier League, it's just horrible, man. And I really feel bad for the guy because I love Ox, man. He's my guy. And I think talent-wise, I think he's better than all these men that we're talking about. You lot know already, I think Ox is better than Naby, talent-wise. But there just comes a point where it's just... No, better than Naby.
Oh, I thought you said players we're linked with.
I strongly disagree, but we move.
Like, I think talent-wise, Ox is better than Naby. But like, you just get
you're more dynamic. Like... You're more dynamic.
You don't even know if that's shade or not.
No. He's more dynamic. No. Big man, he's actually more dynamic than Naby. That's clear though.
But I don't know.
AM says Ox is the Chisora of football. He's a journeyman. That's harsh.
Damn, that's kind of hard. Even I would.
I strongly advise anybody who's close to Chisora to tell him brain damage is actually a real thing. And big man, please.
I'm not saying a word because Chisora is the type of man that will walk up to you and smack you in the mouth, bro.
Oh, 100%. Of course, but I don't like watching him take the licks that he takes anymore, man. Like, he's got enough money now to not be taking this beating on a regular basis, so...
Yeah, Chisora's one of them, man, you don't speak about in a certain way unless you really want smoke still.
Compared to the average, man, Chisora's the absolute GOAT, but when it comes to this thing, like, he's fighting again, innit? I'm like, Chisora, man.
I still think he's got more in the tank, just not world level.
Bro, sometimes there's people who have too many wars. There's just people every fight he has is a war. It comes to a point where it's not even about age anymore, bro. It's just too many wars, bro.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like, you bang me in the face, I'll bang you in the face. Man, them thing they can only run for so long, bro.
No, it's true. Ty says our business is done. Ox is our only hope. Maven says, for Matt, better LFC career, Ox or Naby from Sony Kang.
That's tough. If you asked me before what we just had, the season just gone, I actually would have said Ox. He's had more memorable moments, but I think Naby put a few in the catalogue last season. I can't lie to you. I would say they're probably level, if I'm being genuinely honest, because you can talk about performances and that. Like, you could say Ox is, brilliant performance against Man City, but then you could say, Naby Keita's performance against Man United. And even against Man City as well. There's a few. I think they're on level kind of par. If I'm being honest, I don't think one is clear of the other when you talk about Liverpool career. Maybe Naby Keita does him for more, maybe more moments potentially, and I think he will go on to. But yeah,
all I'll say to that, even though the question wasn't for me, there was a point where Ox made himself undroppable, and I don't think Naby's ever done that.
Ooh, would you say undroppable though? Really?
I think 17, 18, Ox got to the point where he made himself undroppable.
You mean the first 6 months, basically?
The second.
Whichever way you want to look at it, I still believe he was one of the first names on the team sheet.
Funny you say that.
Naby's never been that for us. So.
Funny you say that. Who started the game, Jiff, at West Ham, the game you went to, first game of the season, when Klopp had a decision to make on who we should start for the 3-man midfield?
Yeah, but Naby was fresh out the pack signing then, bro. Man had that new car smelling that, bro.
No, Jiff. If you see something in training, you go with him, right?
Ox was still injured.
Let me say this as well. Naby Keita against West Ham, Jiff. We were there for the game.
He balled out in that game.
People go look back at the video footage that can't be deleted unless Drift goes and deletes it now of the vlog where he was like,
Ox was injured though. Ox was injured.
No. When man was talking about Naby Keita, oh my gosh, bro, this. What I'm gonna say is this. I think it's kind of simple. Oxlade-Chamberlain made a statement in that 6 months. Naby Keita made a statement when he started as well, maybe not as long. But the difference is, though, in my opinion anyway, Naby Keita's gone on to kind of like maybe change some people's minds, not everyone. Ox has just gone like this. Other than that,
I don't think that's
what I'm trying to say.
I don't
not a disrespectful thing, but he's kind of just like he's nosedived. Every summer we've been saying he's probably gonna go in it. He's probably going to go. And no one's really said we should keep him. Like, no, if I'm not mistaken, no one in the chat said we should definitely keep Ox. With Naby Keita, there are some people that will say he's quality, keep him. With Ox, I don't even see that anymore. And I think that's where players are.
I'm not even going to ask this to Matt. I'm just going to ask this to Cal. Just quick question.
Oh, why am I getting involved?
Based on the current form, every scenario being actually what it is, not a made-up scenario or whatever. That last shot in the Champions League final, if you could swap that for Ox when Naby had that shot, would you?
Honestly, I don't think Ox scores that either.
But if I said to you, the ball is in the air and it's about to drop, which one are you picking? Would you still pick Naby?
Do you know, based on the season, yes, I'd still stick with Naby because remember he scored two.
Thank you,
two
Charles.
volleys.
I was going to say 2 volleys. I was going to say.
But
ironically, on his weaker foot, though, right? I don't think any of those goals are actually on Naby's
right. Are you forgetting about Naby
right?
Keita's left foot strike?
No, that's what I'm saying. I think both of Naby's shots were on his weak foot, weren't they?
Palace was left foot, Atletico was his right.
Thank you very much. That's what I'm saying.
So, based on the season just gone, I mean...
No, that's fair play. If you do,
it's kind of...
Here's the thing. If the ball's rolling, let's say someone lays it off to Ox or Naby, I'm picking Ox all day.
No, I mean that exact scenario Naby found himself in.
Yeah, I'd have stuck with Naby, but I think the results would have been the same.
Okay, fair enough.
Liam says, "Evening, guys. Just tuned in. Any rumors as to the new shirt sponsor or the away and third kits being released? Saw links to Sukic, lad from RB. So no, apparently it's an American brand for the shirt sponsor, but I'm not sure who. Away and third kits, I have no idea what's going on with them.
I don't even know what they're gonna be.
I think it's really weird we wait so long to release kits now.
Yeah, like shouldn't it be like now?
Yeah, just I remember back in the day, and again, I'm gonna sound old, but they were all just released at the same time.
Yeah, they were, bro. Then now they make a big thing out of it now, innit?
Look,
like a big,
tell you,
big thing.
I appreciate the fact that they've got enough respect to be not buying anybody in the transfer market and not just try to fling a new kit and ask for money from us. I kind of respect that, because if they did that right now, I'd turn my cheek to it. I'll be like,
the new kit's as nice as what the pictures say. I'm gonna be one of them man that.
No, I hear you, bro. I hear you. But I'm still playing hard to get, regardless, because you're buying it right now. You're buying it right now. I'm
not playing hard to get, man.
I'm still playing hard to get.
Yeah, I ain't playing hard to get, bro. I ain't staying doing it. I'm just gonna delay myself, innit?
No, I hear that, but I would. She upset me. I don't care how much she puts it on.
Bun the retention, bro. I'm just gonna release, bro. Like, in terms of Sukic from RB, seems decent. I don't know how concrete.
Yeah, I haven't really seen much of him. Good left foot and that, but I don't really. Yeah, I haven't really seen a lot of him, to be fair.
Jamrock says, "Can I say Bobby because scored 1 goal in the Champions League, 4 assists, good, but Premier League 3 goals and 4 assists after December 2019, 12 goals and 13 assists, all comps decent." I hear you, Jamrock, but I think he contributed that season. I think 1920 was Bobby's last very good season. 2020 to 2021 season, I don't think he was very good. Last season, I think he showed glimpses, but the injuries kind of hampered him.
Can we just say, before the hamstring injury, Bobby was on fire. I think a lot of people forget that, you know. If he doesn't get that hamstring injury, I think he heavily contributes to the team. Bobby was on fire till that hamstring injury. He was well on course to 20 in all comps before he got that hamstring injury, in my opinion. So,
guys, just a quick question. I know you're reading subchat. Just a quick question. Yeah, just say straight yes or no. Just a straight yes or no, and then we move on. Should Liverpool have gone for Frankie de Jong? Cal, yes or no?
Yes.
Drift.
No.
Fair play. We move.
Razor says, "Would you guys take Hazard to replace Salah?" Absolutely not.
Absolutely. So we can do what? Start singing "Uwe all the pies." Uwe all the pies.
Man said Hazard, bro.
If we ever did something like that, I'll be livid.
2022 Hazard. He is a Hazard,
bro. There's no chance. There's no chance that we would. Eden has no.
Do you not remember that Reebok advert? Bailey's gonna get you.
Bailey's gonna get ya.
Bro, I remember that, bro.
Nah, bro. I would have to hit Julian Warder there. You've been tangled, bro. Man would have to get one of them, blood.
Man was gonna say something like Hazard in his prime at Chelsea. Man said 2022 Hazard, bro. 2022 Hazard.
Oh my god.
When man's got like the chronic ankles, chronic knees, chronic everything. You want that Hazard? You must be mad.
What about 17-18 Hazard? I'm joking.
Roll everything back to 17-18, bro. That's when a lot happened, didn't it?
Shout out to AD, just become a YouTube member of ours as well.
Hey, big up, AD. Big up.
All right, so people, I'm gonna wrap up there.
There's one thing I want to talk to you lot quickly, bro. Quickly. So I shouldn't have left it to the end because it might cause a bit of a ruckus, but we haven't had a conversation yet. So I think it's only right we quickly do it because it's Monday. The Salah contract controversy that broke over the weekend, boys. I think we need to just quickly discuss.
Oh, the 60 mil thing.
Yeah, selling for 60 mil because his wage demands are too.
No, there is no way we're getting 60 mil for Salah.
What about the fact? What about the rumors that his wage demands are actually 400,000 a week?
I'm probably in the minority, but I think he should get.
Here's the thing: does his demands? It doesn't mean you can't come to a compromise. That's the thing. A player's always going to give his demands, isn't it? But when Liverpool was probably saying things like 250 and 275 at the max, Salah's worth more than that, bro. I can't lie to you. He's going to be thinking to himself, he's been playing at the highest level for however many years at Liverpool. Then to hear that he's probably going to get 250, 270, and certain man can walk in the league and just like get not twice as more, but a lot more for doing a lot less. He's given everything to them. Let me land.
Yeah.
He is a marketing mogul. He is a brand. Other than Messi, he's actually Mr. Adidas, you know. He has his own advert. He is so... Him as a person for Liverpool and himself is gargantuan. Like, it's mad. I can't lie to you, bro. If he don't get, like, at least 325 basic, man can't even lie. Like, bro, I'd even say to you, bro, do you know what, yeah? I don't even want to see you go, but I kind of understand why you kind of want to get financially compensated, bro. Like, I won't like it, but I'll understand it. I'll understand it. I won't like it. I'm going to be pissed off if you go. But man can't be sitting there saying because we're Liverpool and the fans and all that. Here's one thing I will say where we get little bit twisted, yeah? I know we are we feel like as a club, like, we've got a lot of morals and rightly so, yeah. But this whole thing of because we're Liverpool, yeah, we love him, he should take less, all this stuff. Bruv, like, let's be real, bruv. He's a big grown-ass man. Let's just put it like this. A big grown-ass man. He's one of the best players in the world. Let man do what he can do, bruv. Let man go and get what he can get. We can't be doing that whole, we're Liverpool fans and he should just respect the club and all that stuff. He respects us, but man's got to be financially compensated, innit?
I don't see him going for 60 mil. And I do think we should have sorted his contract out sooner and we wouldn't be...
We left it too late. We've done an absolute madness.
I hear all that, but one thing I will say, though, is remember, Salah keeps the majority of the money that he makes from his image rights at the moment, from what I've been told. So Liverpool don't make that much money off of Salah in terms
Rightly
of the
so.
name. No. So what I'm saying is, he's not really an asset to Liverpool in that regard, if you're thinking that he makes the money off of his own name. Liverpool don't. So we're just looking at it from that point of view.
He's a brand.
No, I get that. But if Liverpool don't make the money from that, what I'm saying is that's in Salah's interest. That's not in Liverpool's interest. So what I'm saying is, taking that out of the equation, why would Salah be worth more than double Mane when that's what it is at the moment? Mane went for 30. If Salah went for 60, I think both of them are worth way more. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying if the current market only got us 30 for Mane, how is 60 for Salah not current market value? Do you think Salah's worth more than twice as much as Mane?
It's not, Mane only wanted Bayern. Same with Thiago. He only wanted Liverpool. So there was no bidding. No,
I hear that, but I'm just still talking about the fact he only left for that much. That's what I'm saying.
Commercial, image,
but again, remember, Salah makes the money from that. Liverpool don't.
No. Like, as Matt said, he's a brand. Like, it's like Messi and Ronaldo. Like, he's the next in line in terms of like, the brand stuff.
He's scored the most goals, if I'm not mistaken, in the Premier League since he came into the league, more than Harry Kane. What I'm gonna say is I'm gonna leave it here for you and the people, and I'll let you guys decide on this. If Salah was to sign for another team and we find out that he's on 350k, are you gonna be pissed off that he's left, or are you gonna be pissed off about the money that he's made? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be pissed off, in my opinion. But this is just me, how I feel about it, that he's left Liverpool because someone else actually wants to give him what he feels like he's worth, innit? Or at least close to that. Bro, if we lose Salah, like how we've kind of just lost Mane, and we lose him to a team that want to pay him what they feel like he's worth, and we want to sit here and say we got the wage structure and all that, yeah, that's cool for some people, but there needs to be some adaptation. Legends don't come around every now and again. We're in an era where we've got a legend as a manager as Jurgen Klopp, and we've actually got legendary players, or some. In fact, Virgil van Dijk, when it's all said and done, will be a legend. Trent will be a legend. We've got some legendary-esque players that we have, and we want to sit here and talk about crunching numbers when Liverpool, the brand itself, can pay all of them. Not saying obviously give them what they want, but you can find a happy medium. If we can't do that, we're going to go back to doing the conveyor belt thing. We'll get to a certain point every single time we get a player. We'll let them go when they're at their height, and then we have to go back and find that next player and hope that all things knit together correctly, all with it being without a Jurgen Klopp, because when that thing's done, Jurgen Klopp won't be here. It'll be someone else. I'm just saying, let's enjoy what we have. Let's not let what happened with Sadio Mane happen to Salah. Let's try and find some type of compromise and give him what he's worth. Because I can't lie to you, if man rocks up to PSG and gets 350k, we're the ones that's going to be pissed because we lost our top goal scorer and our best player over the how many years. We're not going to be caring about wages. That's why FSG should be thinking, do you know what? Let's find that happy medium, because this guy here brings so much to the table. He makes us competitive every year. He doesn't ever dwell on anything, and he goes about his business in the right way. He ain't a Neymar, as much as I love Neymar. He doesn't kick up a fuss. He goes about his business. Let's get the thing done. Enough said, man.
And again, I'm just trying to play devil's advocate here. This isn't my opinion. I'm just trying to do the devil's advocate thing, because Salah's coming off the back of 4 months of poor form. I know in terms of assists, he still did contribute, but he's coming off the back of 4 months of really poor form. And it's kind of coincided with this time last year when Mane had just come off the back of 4 months of poor form. And nobody cared about Mane's contract at that point. So all I'm saying is you can kind of see where there are differences in terms of the respect that's been going on with everybody is demanding that coming off the back of the 4 months of poor form, Salah still deserves the contract. But off the back of Mane having the poor form, everybody was actually saying he's done, get rid of him. So the only point I'm trying to make is it's very easy for people to have that kind of mindset now, but that mindset wasn't there for Mane last year. So all I'm saying is poor form is poor form, right? No matter who you are.
No, but you're making it about one thing I will say.
I'm not making it about them. I'm just saying it's the same scenario. It's the same scenario. That's all I'm saying.
One thing I will say is, and this is no shade, Mane had a longer period of that kind of patch where you would say he's out of form, innit?
Not in the summer. Not in the summer. He didn't.
The season before, I think Sadio Mane didn't have a good season by standard. Salah was still the top goal scorer, still everything. The thing is, one thing I will say, and I'm not even trying to do the whole Mane versus Salah, I generally feel like both of them are being treated badly. So this is not about what one done in 9 months, what one done in 4 months. I generally feel like I said it before, and this is where you will agree with me, Mane and Salah are the modern day Ribery and Robben. They both should have been financially compensated for what they've given to Liverpool and what they can still offer. We have made a mistake, in my opinion, for Sadio Mane. If we make that same mistake again with Mohamed Salah, we are in big trouble. Because even though some people will say, oh yeah, we'll go and get 2-3 players, that's absolutely fine. But it's about finding the right player. We are Liverpool. We don't just go and splash money like that. If we don't get money for Salah, we lose money free, we're in trouble again. We also need to make sure, again, we identify the right player. We've seen it with this season. Apparently, Liverpool want to wait for the right person to come around, i.e. the midfield. Liverpool might say, we've lost Salah, but you know what? We've got Carvalho, who's at the ground running. We'll wait another year till that player comes available. These are the things that we have to think about. Salah and Mane, in my opinion, are legends. They always will be, no matter what happens after the next season. Mane had a really, really bad patch. I think there was only a few that said get rid of him, but a lot of people said he's tired. Me and Kyle were on the record saying, bro, I don't agree with what you're saying. Let me land.
No, but that's wrong, bro. That's wrong. This time last summer, I was defending Mane differently from the abuse he was getting, bro. So it wasn't the same. He was getting abused.
I'm not saying you weren't defending him, but all I'm saying is, I'm only speaking for me and Kyle. I can't speak for everyone else. Me and Kyle kept on saying, bro, cool, you don't sell him, but he's mad tired, though. If he's out of form, there's a reason why people are having a go at him. Then we're not saying it's right, but you can have a go at someone if they're out of form. He was just out of form. Salah was out of form at the back end when Mane knocked him out of the African Cup of Nations, yeah? And it all went pear-shaped for Salah. Everyone go through a bad patch. The difference is, though, one thing I will say, if you look at consistency, you'd arguably say it's like a hair's width where you would say one was slightly better than the other. And it doesn't even matter who it is. The point is, we shouldn't have lost neither of them. We shouldn't lose either of them. We've lost one. If we lose Salah, we can't be talking about the Mane thing. It's not about Mane anymore, bro. I love Mane. I didn't want him to go.
No, it's not that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying it's kind of weird to me. That's all I'm saying. It's kind of weird.
The difference with the Mane and Salah thing is the reason why people weren't like, all right, if we're gonna really strip it down to the bare bones, Mane before he went into his bad period of form.
One sec, guys. One sec.
Was having a good season. Salah, before he went into his bad period of form, was having a world-class, amazing season.
Yeah, that's true.
Plus, we kind of knew and saw that Salah had been overplayed this season as well. Whereas the season before, there was no evidence that Mane had been overplayed. He just looked.
Oh no, there was.
No, Drift, remember.
Come on, that was before Diaz and all that. Mane was getting rinsed just the same, bro.
Not like how Salah's been rinsed this season. Not anywhere close, bro. There was no AFCON.
I just mean in general. Like, Mane was playing every single game.
But so was Salah. But
yeah, they were both being rinsed. That's the point.
There was no AFCON.
Plus, no, but they were still being rinsed.
No, I'm not saying they weren't, but not to the point where Salah's been rinsed this season. Like, the rinsing of Salah this season is nothing we've seen before. This is ridiculous what's happened in terms of the games played and the fact that 4 times he went to extra time and AFCONs. Then he went extra time in 2 cup final, or 1 cup final because he got injured in 1. Got rushed back for other stuff. It was a bit much. Not a bit. It was way too much. I think the problem with the Mane situation. Many people again, I'll only speak for myself on this. I never wanted Mane sold. What I did say is I wanted someone to come in and competitively challenge Mane and potentially make Mane a bench player. I think that's what Diaz was meant to have been. But obviously, Klopp turned Mane into a fantastic number 9. I don't think if Mane didn't adapt to the number 9, I think Mane would have become a bench player. But he did adapt to the 9 and was fantastic. The difference with Salah is Salah, since he's been at Liverpool, has not had any way, shape or form, any sort of bad form where you're really concerned. Back end of 18-19, he went for a little patch, if I'm not mistaken, and Mane did actually step up. But Mane had a little rough one in 17-18 where he kind of was adapting to a new position, but still his form wasn't amazing. 18-19, 19-20, fantastic. 2020, 2021 wasn't quite good enough. The beginning of the season as well wasn't quite good enough. But the last 4 months, sensational. I don't think there's any similarities to the Salah situation and the Mane situation. Personally.
But there is, bro, because what people are doing is they're looking at the entire calendar year of Mane not being at his best, and that's clouding their mind. I'm talking about if we rewind to June 2001, it was the exact same point where he'd had 4 months of poor form going into the summer and the end of the season. And everybody was saying, Mane's done. Get rid of him. Get him out of here. He's on the decline. Rare. So what I'm saying is, even though Mane's first half of the season, as brilliant as it wasn't as good as Salah's first half of the season. I 100% agree with that. I'm just saying it's very weird how we're at a point where the same kind of period of poor form, ironically, at the same period of their Liverpool careers, by the way, into the 5th year, like literally the exact same point of form, nobody was willing to give Mane. And the only reason I'm bringing this up is because the last time I'll ever mention it, I stood on a hill battling against all the people gunning for Mane. I mean, I was on the hill like, I can't believe the disrespect that people are giving this guy. And I was on my own. I'm not even going to like how even you was like, Mane's got to prove he deserves a new contract. Like, I was on the hill defending this guy against everybody. And all he done is come off the back of 4 or 5 months poor form after an amazing 5 years as a Liverpool player. And Salah's in the exact same situation. and nobody's doing the same energy. So all I'm saying is it's just a bit weird that nobody thinks maybe Salah's got to prove himself. What we start next year and Salah's the same as what Mane was, and he don't have a good start to the season. And maybe it's this decline that people are seeming to aim at Mane, which I don't agree with because I don't think he's on a decline. But I'm just saying it was really weird how Mane came off of the back of 4 or 5 months of poor form, same as Salah, and he was getting heat. I mean,
just a quick question. No, let's end it here. Let's end it here.
That's all I'm saying. It's just a little bit strange to me. But
just quick question. Do you think? Just quick question. With that statement? Quick question for you, Drift. Then, do you think we should be considering whether to give him a new deal? Then, because you just said
no. I don't think we should be considering to give him a new deal because I don't think we should have been. So
should Salah get a new deal? Yes or no?
Yeah, he should. But the point is, should a player coming off of 4 or 5 months of poor form be allowed to say he wants 400 grand without
he's not going to get 400 grand
proving? No, but apparently that's what he's demanding, which is why we're not giving him
demanding, bro.
People of course it does, bro. Because if I demand something, it means I'm not going to take anything less.
No, that's not the case.
Of course it does, bro. So that means the difference between a request and a demand. No, there is, bro. A request and a demand are two different things, man.
Drift, let me say this. If football players demand something, they don't get it all the time. There's compromises that can be reached, yeah?
Not necessarily, bro. Not with a demand. The demand is different.
I'm going to be real, and I could be wrong here for saying this. Other than PSG, no one else is really going to pay him 400,000 a week, yeah? So if Salah does leave, it'll be interesting to see what he gets, yeah? Whether he's asking for 400, he knows he's not going to get 400. It's kind of like the law, bruv. You're going to start high. You're going to meet in the middle. Liverpool give him 350, 375, or however how much it is to get him to sign. I think he signs. Of course, he's going to start high. He wants to get as much as he can. And not only that, Drift, since he signed in 2017, 2018 season, these are only really the 4 months of real bad form that Salah has ever had in his whole Liverpool career, bro. And we want to sit here and start comparing him to other players. I don't think we should even do that anyway. It's not even a comparing thing. I know you keep talking about Mane, but Mane is his own commodity. Mane had his own issues. This is Salah's issue. Salah's issue is he's been arguably, and I say arguably, Liverpool's best player nearly, and I say nearly, because Mane and VVD have had things to say about that. Year in, year out, Liverpool's best player. Bro, he deserves the new deal. He deserves about 325 or whatever, 350.
Yeah, that's not the argument I'm making.
So why are we sitting here then? I don't understand what the issue is.
Because I'm just saying that if it's true that he's demanding 400 grand a week, off of the form he's just come off of, why is nobody got the same energy that they had for Mane of like, now he's got to prove that wasn't poor form and he's not on the decline?
Do you know why?
I'm not going to lie, a 30-year-old playing poorly for the last couple of months, like, hold on a minute. Like, I'm just saying it's kind of weird. Like, it's just weird to me. Forget the stats for a minute because the stats speak for themselves. But I'm just talking about the actual ability of the player, have his legs gone, the ability to beat a man, all that. Because I'm not going to lie to you lot, I don't see any difference between Salah's ability to beat a player and Mane's this time last year. Salah can't beat a player anymore. Like in the last couple of months of the season, I didn't see Salah beating players.
Salah can't beat a player anymore. You forget about the goals he scored this season.
I'm trying to give you examples that people are saying about Mane.
Huh?
Because in the last couple of months of poor form, he wasn't beating players. He wasn't doing all the things that people criticize in Mane.
City's goal.
Man City was before Christmas, not after Christmas.
No, but
in the last
so he's lost it in those last 4 months. You're saying
the last game he can't do that no
more. No, I'm not saying he has. I'm trying to give you examples of the ridiculousness of what people are saying about Mane and why the energy's not the same. That's the point I'm trying to make.
The situations are completely different.
No, but it's not really. No, can I say this? Can I say this though?
Not really.
There's not many people, in my opinion, that would have wanted Salah and Mane to be sold. Especially
there were, bro. There were.
All right. I'm just gonna say here. I'm just gonna say this.
You lot have got bad memories if you're not remembering.
No, I ain't got a bad memory. I haven't got a bad memory. I'm gonna say this.
Chat and Twitter to say it's the majority of people that wanted him.
I'm just gonna say this, yeah. When Sadio Mane was going on clutch when he came back, I didn't hear no one say he should get sold. Everyone's obviously
of course they weren't then.
Well, hear what I'm about to say, but this is what I'm trying to say though. Mane kind of proved himself to the doubters that he had at that point. He had doubters, and rightly so. He had doubters, bruv. The man was going through bad form. Of course, you can have doubters. Klopp changed his position, and then he became the player that he was for those last 4 months. Yeah. No one at that point said Mane should be sold. Everyone's pissed off that he's left. I don't understand why are we even talking about Mane when this is like Mane's in Bayern. I know it hurts, but he's in Bayern, bro.
No, because I'm talking about
Salah.
If the wage demands are of 400 grand, what I'm saying is coming off the back of 4 or 5 months of poor form, regardless of what the scenario is the bargaining. Does he really have the power for that bargaining chip coming off of such bad form?
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Just like Sadio.
But what is the actual metric?
Jeff,
for
can I
that
say this?
then?
All right, I'm keeping it like because this is how I see it. I'm keeping it like this, yeah. I think Mane deserves a new contract. See, if I think Mane deserves a new contract, Salah deserves a new contract. Maybe I know what you're saying. You're kind of speaking maybe to more general consensus of people that feel like he's not worth that type of money. But we've had private conversations, bro. I've said this. We made a big mistake letting Mane go, and if we let Salah go, we're making another big mistake. There's a reason why I've said it for so long, bro. They are Robin and Ribery. We shouldn't be letting neither of them go. When we let one go, if we let another one go, bro, that's just silly. That's silly behavior.
Of course it is.
And let me bring it back full circle. For a club that does so well and people want to laud and say our transfer business is good, because it is good. But let me ask you like this then. As a business, what kind of business allows some of their top talents to all like have their contracts end in the same year? Salah, Mane, Firmino, Naby, Keita, and Ox. And even if you take an Ox and Naby, that's absolutely fine. The front three should never have had a year left at the same time. That don't make no sense, in my opinion. Like, no sense.
Not at all.
Man like Michael Edwards, who people laud, and rightly so, man sat there and said, yeah, they can all go at the same time. Julian Walker figured it out. That don't make no sense, in my opinion. Someone had to step forward there. You can't have all three of those talented players all have the same issue. Man should have fixed that from a long time. I can't even lie. That's bad on our part. So as good as we are, that's bad business. As a business, you shouldn't be doing that, letting all your assets go at the same time. Don't make no sense.
I asked you that to ask you this. Would you rather Liverpool got 60 mil for Salah or he left for free?
Leaving a free.
Only 60.
Yeah, as in like that's the amount that's being touted around.
Yeah. I can't even lie, bro. I'm not gonna. You know what? This is gonna hurt. I don't know. You know, I think it might. You know why I say it might have to be the 60? Because the way how we work. Where's the money coming from for the salary replacement? We're gonna let him go for free and do what?
I agree. Based on our model, if he walks away for free, we are not going to invest the type of money it takes.
That means the Bellingham replacement gets set back to 2025, not even 2024, 2025.
That's on the club to sort out. I'm not losing Salah for 60 mil. Who goes and replaces Salah?
No, but Cal, we're working on the premise of what we actually do. If you get no money for Salah, Cal.
No, but realistically,
how do you buy a new midfielder, Cal, and replace Salah with no money coming in?
But Cal, might not be your issue, but it's the club's issue. The club.
Yeah, but let's go based on the facts that we know, Cal. Based on what we actually witness week in, year out at Liverpool, we will not invest 100 million without there being some kind of income. How do we replace Salah and buy a midfielder?
If you're answering the question, we cannot let Salah go for 60 mil this summer because we ain't going to replace him.
Okay,
and then we probably won't get.
Oh no! If he leaves this summer, Cal, they would 1,000% have to replace him.
Of course,
there's no way Salah could leave and they don't buy a player. Not a chance. We are not serious about life at all. If we let Salah go and we did not replace him,
I think you guys are just seeing the money and thinking, "Oh, the money's there, so it's calm."
All right, Cal, you're missing. Cal, in my opinion, you're missing something here. You're saying if we sell him for 60, who are we going to get with that 60 mil? I fully hear you. When Salah leaves for free, who are we getting with that free money, Cal? Where there's no money on Salah. Who are we getting, bro?
That's not for me to sort out, though.
No, but so then why are you so on?
Yeah, no, but forget about that, Cal. Let's just work on what we do. Because where do the club get money from to replace Salah and buy a midfielder with no income for Salah leaving?
And I'm saying to you both, a fit Salah gives us a chance of winning this league. 60 million doesn't give us a chance of winning the league.
No, but we're trying to talk about the future. Don't just go like immediate.
You're based on one season, though.
Let's go on the 3, 4, 5 years and the future of Liverpool. Let's just forget thinking about one season.
But that's on the club. I can't predict.
No, but Cal, we know how the club works.
No, we know how the club currently works. We don't know what that's for FSG and them man to answer.
Bro, they've been here long enough to know what they do, bro. They're not going to change. They're not going to change, bro.
You're
we know what they
to
do,
answer,
bro.
and I fully agree with you. The problem is this year, like I said it before, in my opinion, the club reacted and got Nunes because Mane left, yeah, and we got money. And for lo and behold, we've sold Minamino and other players that are going to cover that Nunes fee. If Salah goes for free, yeah, and you get your wish, Cal, and he helps us win. Let's say he helps us win a cup, but or a trophy. We don't know what trophy yet, but he goes for free, bro. That means the club now have to find money for a Salah replacement and a midfielder. Yeah. That sets us back even further. You know, it's one of them things where it's like you got to think long term, play the long game.
I am, Matt. I promise you, I am,
bro. In my opinion, this is just my opinion. I don't want to see Salah leave at all. But what me and Just are saying is the way how our model is, it looks more likely that Liverpool will get that 60 or 70 mil and put it towards someone else. Because I'll tell you something for now, bro. If we lose one of our greatest assets, if not the greatest, if it's not Virgil van Dijk right now, yeah, for free, we are fully in the mud. I need to, Cal, do you know, actually, I know you're not the club, but I need you to try and make me feel a little bit more at ease. Let's just say Salah goes for free right now, next summer. Where's the money coming from for the replacement? I need you to tell me and Drift. And I'm not, when I say that, I'm not saying but I need you to understand why we are a little bit like at edge, because it's like, if we don't get money, where's the finances?
As well, Matt, I actually disagree with you on the Mane Nunes thing, bro. If we just signed Mane because he picked Liverpool, we don't sign Darwin Nunes.
But do you know what? Remember,
we wouldn't have replaced Mane, bro. I'm telling you now, we wouldn't have replaced Mane.
But Mane, remember I said this, that Mane threw the curveball. We wanted Mane, and then Mane said he wanted to leave. Liverpool wanted to talk to him, even though he left it late and wanted to give him a new deal. We were hell bent on getting Mane, but because Mane said he needs to go, we kind of said, you know what, we can't really push for Mane anymore. Yes, we were always battling Real Madrid, but we kind of would like Real Madrid, you can have that one because we got bigger things to fry. So I think
they knew Mane was leaving from a while ago, bro.
I think Mane said, let's see what happens.
I reckon he was leaving from a while because we was meant to get Fekir. We didn't. We signed Alisson. We signed Fekir. We don't get Alisson. This club don't do two big signings at once. But go on, Cal.
My thing is with the whole Salah thing, I get where you're both coming from. But just because you bring in money doesn't mean you secure the future. And the reason I say that is because I don't know if you can go out and replace Mane and Salah in one window. And if I'm thinking long term as well, Salah going this summer and us bringing someone else in, it's a brand new front three who's got a gel straight away, which in my opinion won't happen. Potentially brand new front four if you're playing 4-2-3-1. It's got a gel straight away. I think you take away Salah's goals and assists right now, I don't think we're as potent as we are and we don't score the goals and get the amount of wins we get. I think we become a team that's embroiled in a top four race, potentially miss out on top four. If we miss out on top four after selling Salah, who do we then go and get for the future?
We wouldn't miss out on top four. Me personally, I don't think we miss out on top four. When you've got Jota who scored 21 goals and ended the season badly, by the way, with 21 goals, we ain't missing top four. Darwin Nunes, even I'm not his biggest fan, should get goals. Diaz should step up and get goals.
No, but Cal, based on the last 4 months of Salah, what's the guarantees? Like, we've got to hope he gets past that, right? We got to keep the energy. Like, Salah's goal scoring form in the last 4 or 5 months was atrocious.
No, it was atrocious, but he's getting assists still. You're still one of the
most. But that's neither here nor there. I'm saying like the goal.
But he's getting assists, bro. That leads to goal.
No. But what I'm saying is we've got other people in the team that can get assists. So what I'm saying is we need Salah to get back to goal scoring form, though.
All right, guys. Let me ask you a question. If Man City sold De Bruyne tomorrow, would you be more confident of winning the league?
Of course.
Why is that? Why?
Because assist is what his thing is.
No. And here's Salah. His thing is goals and assists.
No, not so much the assists. This season he was brilliant, but in general, it's been his goals. We've never looked at Salah at being the assist king. That's only this season he did that, bro. That isn't his Liverpool career.
No, I've got to stop you. Hold on, Matt. 17, 18, 18, since Salah's been here, if I'm not mistaken, he's been in our top 3 assist makers every single season.
No, but that's not the point. The numbers have significantly increased this year in comparison, because before Robertson and Trent were way above Salah for assists. during the season. Yeah, he's a great assistant now, but that is not what we associate Salah with. Assisting goals. That's not what we associate him with.
Out of the front three, since they've been at the club, Salah, Mane, Firmino, who registers the most assists every season?
Yeah, but we're not talking about the front. We're talking about the whole team.
Bro, if Salah goes, we've got to replace him, right?
Yeah.
He's our top goal scorer and top assist maker.
For this season, not generally, bro. Like, he's been here for 5 years and it was only once he was top assister.
Bro, out of the front three, Salah is our top goal scorer and top assist maker since he's landed at the club.
No, you're right. No, I'm not denying that.
That's a fact.
Yeah, out of the front three players, yes. But the point I'm making is nobody would ever sit here and be like, Salah is here to assist. Salah is here to score goals.
He does both, Drift.
No, that's not the point I'm making, bro. If he goes, we're not trying to replace his assist. We're trying to replace his goals. We can replace his assist in other areas. There's other people in the team that can replace his assist. Now we have Diaz who could assist. Now Thiago. We've got Barella. Like we've got Trent. We've got Robbo. There's other people who can assist. It's his goals that need to be replaced.
No, you're missing my point, Drift. Assisting hasn't been his thing, just like it wasn't Harry Kane's thing before. But if Tottenham sell Harry Kane tomorrow, they've got to replace his goals and assists.
Yeah,
if we sell Salah tomorrow, we've got to replace his goals and his assists.
So overall play. So even forgetting about that, the point that Matt was making is future-proofing the club the way we know that we work. Yes, you're right for next season. That is true. That one as a standalone season could be bad by losing Salah. In fact, it probably would be. So you're right on that one, Cal. But the point that Matt is making, that I fully agree with, is football's not about 12 months. It's about 4-5 years. And if you only think about 1 year of Salah and you compare that to the 4 or 5 years that may go afterwards, Cal, where does the money come from to replace Salah if no money comes in when Salah goes? Because we have to be real on the way we operate as a club. You need 150 million to replace Salah. So even 60 mil's not enough. But where does the money come from if you get nothing for Salah?
If you're saying football's not about the 12 months, then why are we getting up in arms about not signing a central midfielder? Because we're not going to fall out of the top 4 without a central midfielder.
No, because the immediate future of Liverpool will always be about the next 12 months in terms of us as fans. But as a club, you can't only think about 12 months, bro. The club have to think about future. So they can't go, well, next season will be good with Salah. Because what the fuck's going to happen after that?
What's going to happen if we sell Salah this summer?
Carl, just quickly.
There'll be money to try and replace him in a better way than there will if there's no money that comes in.
Just quickly. You get your way. Salah stays. We have a successful season. I don't know what we win, but he leaves on a free. When Liverpool start saying things like, yeah, Salah's replacement, like, boy, like, man, I have to wait until next year because the funds aren't there. We're prioritizing a midfielder because we didn't sell him. That's kind of on us, isn't it? It's on us.
No, it's on the club.
No, yeah, on us. When I say us, on Liverpool, it's on them.
But that's for them to sort their S out, innit? Like,
bruv, 100%. So this is why when I'm saying you sign him up, Liverpool know right now if they are going to re-sign Salah. I can tell you from now, they know. I don't know why people are even like going on like, is he gonna do? Liverpool know.
So let me ask you guys a question right now. If we were to get 60 mil for Salah tomorrow,
yeah, it's a bad deal, by the way, but yeah, it better lose.
Yeah, it's a terrible deal. Yeah,
do you think we can go out and get someone who can replace Salah?
Not player for player, no. But you're giving yourself, in my opinion, you're giving yourself more of a chance. You're letting the man walk for free. Here's the joke, yeah. People, imagine this, yeah. We lost Sadio Mane.
Sorry to cut you again. Really sorry to cut you, Matt.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase the question. If we get 60 mil for Salah tomorrow, can you name me a player that comes in tomorrow and betters what we expect from Salah next season?
No, nobody can.
That's not the point, though. That's not the point we're trying to make, though.
But that's the point I'm trying to make. The money's not worth it for me then.
No, it is worth it when you're only comparing 1 year of Liverpool's future to possibly 4 or 5 years of his future, bro. Of Liverpool's future.
This is where I think we're getting misconstrued. If we were Man City and you said, let him go on a free, I'd be like, bruv, 100%. You know what? We'll just go and get whoever or 2 players. We're not Man City. We are not Man City. We are Liverpool. We operate within our means. We have been told various times what we bring in is what we use to go make signings. If we lose Salah for free, nothing is coming our way, bro.
And they've got
Man's got to go.
Then they've got to change their strategy.
No, but Cal, they won't, bro. Come on, bro.
I can't judge my answer based on what the club want to do. Then
you have to, bro, because we've got to go with facts, Cal.
I'm just going off realism. I'm going off realism.
No, hear me out. The reason I say that is because if you operate in a certain way, but your operations have changed, that means the output's got to change.
Can I ask you a quick question?
No, hear me out. If you guys know, I do. Let's say I walk to work every day. Right, and then all of a sudden, I now say, "All right, I'm driving to work every day, but I don't want to spend any money on petrol." You guys would be like, "Cal, what are you smoking? You've changed what your method is. Now you've got to deal with the circumstances. If you are going to let Salah walk away for free, I don't care about sell to buy."
I'm glad you said that. You know why? Let me ask you this question. Quick question, by the way. Do we bring in Núñez unless we sell Mane? Yes or no?
Honestly, I don't know. I doubt it.
No, be realistic.
I doubt it.
Be realistic.
I doubt it.
You doubt it. You doubt it. That's what I'm saying.
I do.
And the reason why I'm saying that is because we kind of roughly know our model. Our model is hardly ever been, we just go and get players when things happen. We go and get players when they are sold. Okay, if Salah is not sold...
Let me ask you a question then. Okay. We've just spent how much on Núñez?
65 down payment. 65, I think.
And we'd all agree Núñez is pretty unproven, right?
Yeah. Well, to me anyway, yeah, kind of, yeah. He's had one good season or two good seasons, kind of.
So how much do you think someone like a Bowen's going to cost, for example?
Please. We're talking about Salah.
No, Cal, we got to be real. There are two players that have potential world-class ability floating around now for around 50 million in Anthony and Rafinha. We could get that. We could use that Salah money to future-proof the club to a degree. They'd have a lot to live up to, but we could, to some degree, future-proof the club. You're giving yourself a chance.
You're giving yourself a chance. That's the thing. You're giving yourself a chance.
Not even to chat your business, because and apologies if this is even chatting your business. What's funny, you said about the walk into work thing. So let me just use you as an actual example, knowing that you are a very business savvy person who is very smart with your money. You said it yourself sometimes when we run jokes. I'm FSG in real life, yeah? Like you even make jokes yourself, right? You are about to buy a second family car, and it'll be a beautiful car that you've told me what car you're gonna get, and it's gonna be amazing, right? God forbid something happened to your actual first car you got now, and all of a sudden insurance were like, that's on you, mate. And it was some mad thing, and somehow they were going to get it with not paying you out for that. Bro, you would now only be able to buy one car. You ain't going to go and buy two cars, but you needed two family cars, but you're just going to be fucked, and you're just going to have to get one family car now and be back where you started again, right? Because you ain't got the money to go and buy two family cars at the same time. That's what Liverpool like if we lose Salah, bro. But you wouldn't change your views and go and buy two cars. You'd be like, fuck, man, we got to go without another family car again.
Between me and FSG, though, I wouldn't wait till I need two family cars to address the situation. Right now,
I hear you, but
if it was forced on you, like you losing your car and the insurance not paying out, would be like Salah going for free. So what I'm saying is, if you was forced into that scenario...
It's too different, Drift, because that would be thrown on me unexpectedly. We've known about Salah potentially walking out the door for free for 2 years.
You're talking like you're not, but you're talking like you're not.
FSG don't seem to give a shit about preparation, bro. They don't seem to care about preparation.
I fully understand what the club is, I'm not even disputing that. Like you guys are fully right in how we operate.
So let me ask you. So I need you to explain to me, when Salah leaves for free, with no money, what do we do, blood? That's a big man thing.
That's where them man at FSG, or even if it means Klopp's got to dip into his pocket as well, go and get a replacement.
No, I hear you. What you're saying, I understand you, but deep down, it's not going to happen. So why are we going to sit here and say, all right, these men are going to have to deal with it?
No, do you know what? Cal's right, Matt. Cal's right. They do need to dip in their pocket to replace him. So Cal's actually right. But let me throw the curveball in here. Cal was where me and Matt are coming from. Bro, we need a midfielder already. So what next summer would mean is Salah and a midfielder. So we're talking about 150 to 200 million pounds
That's
summer.
not my problem, Drew.
When do Liverpool ever do that, bro?
That's not my
They've
problem,
never
Drew.
done that ever. We're not going to do that.
You know what? I've already seen the report where
That's a Naby
You see
extension
how-
and an Ox extension, Cal.
You know,
and we're
I've
here
already-
next year
that's
replacing
not my
Salah,
issue,
talking about
I've
it's
already-
Naby and Ox again for another
That's not
3
my
years.
issue,
bro.
I've already seen a report where it says Liverpool really want Jude Bellingham. They think they can get him. But here's the joke about the report. But Liverpool are aware that Manchester City, Man United, Chelsea, Real Madrid are all want him. And the article says, and when was the last time Liverpool bit like apparently Dortmund might want 100 mil, especially if they get an auction. So that's that midfielder that we maybe would have saved for, and
We ain't
maybe
getting
even
Jude
broke our.
Bellingham. I've already accepted that. We ain't getting.
So we're not getting Jude. So we're gonna wait for who? Sangara, yeah. All right, cool. Let's say we get Sangara, the midfielder now, yeah. I'm just joking, but for people that don't know, but you see the Salah replacement. Someone said it in the chat, and it's so true. Salah can't be replaced in my opinion, just bringing a player, no matter how caliber. Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
But what you've got to try and do is try and do the best you can. And the best you can is, in my opinion, not allowing your asset to walk for free. Walk for free. I am worried. And again, Cal, you could be right, by the way. FSG might pull off an absolute madness and go, we're going to let him walk for free. You know why? We're going to go and buy Chiesa and such and such. And we're like, oh my days, FSG's done a blinder. But here's the joke, though. FSG don't do that.
There's no evidence they would ever do that.
FSG have gone on record.
But we've also never lost a commodity like Salah in the past either. So this is uncharted territory.
100%.
My point here is there is no one on the market right now we can go and replace Salah with, which gives us
correct.
The output that we expect.
Not direct. 100%.
Not like for like. No, not
Yeah.
like.
You can't
for like.
replace
me,
him like that.
If we go and get 60 mil for Salah and we have to find a replacement, the next club's going to fleece us. And 3, going into the new season, wanting to win trophies with a brand new
fleece us next season when they know he's gone for free.
No.
We'll be more desperate then than we are now.
Maybe.
I don't agree with the fleecing thing as well, no, because 60 mil isn't the type of money where you get over the top excited about. Like, it's not like we've got 200 mil for him and they're like, yo, we can rinse Liverpool.
You know what?
60 mil is normal money in this
with all
world.
due respect to Darwin Núñez, I hope he turns out to be fantastic. We got fleeced as things stand.
No, but that wasn't because they know we have money. That was because they had an asset they didn't want to lose.
I said 65 million down payment. I can't even lie.
No, but Matt, that was because they had an asset they didn't want to lose. Not because they know we've got money. We haven't got any money. We didn't show the world we've got money. They just didn't want to lose their asset.
Not stupid, Drift. Everyone knows Liverpool has money. It's there for everyone to see. We brag about it all the time, saying how much money we make.
But you know what I mean. Like, we didn't pay 65 mil for Núñez because we're Liverpool. That was what the going rate was for him to leave because they didn't want to sell him. Any team would have paid that much for him. That wasn't a Liverpool thing. That was just that Darwin Núñez was their biggest commodity. That had nothing to do with Liverpool, in my opinion, anyway.
So my thing is, I'm not losing him this season because if, in my opinion, I'm gonna be real. This is where us as fans need to come together and not think we need to sell our best attacker because our owners move a certain way, because Klopp moves a certain way. We should be doubling down and say, well, no, if you lot aren't going to give him his terms, you keep him for as long as possible, get the best out of him, and then next summer, since you've had 18 months to prepare for this happening, you go and sort it out properly as the owners and the manager of the club. In the same way, if my missus says, Cal, you know what? We've got 18 months to save up so we can send Stevie to nursery. I can't go to her with 6 months left and go, you know what, babe, I've been spending some money on some apple juice, some popcorn and some Morleys and that. We won't be able to send Stevie to nursery for another 12 months because she'll turn around and say, I gave you 18 months to prepare for this. Liverpool Football Club have had 18 months to prepare for Salah potentially leaving. That is not my problem. I buy kits for myself and my 2 youths every season. They get 20% of that money or whatever the hell they get. There's another million odd people who do that as well. So I'm sorry, Liverpool Football Club. I ain't selling Salah for 60 mil. I ain't finding a replacement who ain't going to give me the same output. Go get your finger out and go replace him properly.
But even though we should drop a bomb for you because there was nothing but facts you just said.
You dropped facts.
Where is the evidence that they will go, bro?
Where's the realism?
Where is the evidence that they will, bro?
There is none, innit? There is none. But
and that's the scary thing, Cal. That's what me and Matt are saying, bro. That's the fear, bro.
No, this is my point. There's been no evidence in the past, but you can change the future. Go and change the future.
Bruv, if we were going to change the future, we wouldn't even had a past conversation about Oxlade-Chamberlain still being at Liverpool. Bruv, I can't even lie to you. There's so much. Imagine this, yeah? There's so much things we got a few issues in the club, yeah? And we're talking about our prized asset that could potentially leave for free. I can't lie to you, bruv. We've known for a long time the model needs some adaptation, blood. We are running.
Sorry,
no, but we're running with the same spreadsheet since 2012.
No, but Matt, you've got 2 youths. Imagine you went to Kyrie and said, "You know what, Kyrie? You can only have half the meal because I'm going to split yours with T." And you'd be like, "So?" Kyrie would be like, "So what?" Yeah. It's just the way the model is, bruv. 12 months later, you still expecting to give him that spiel, bruv?
Bro, I hear you, but you're talking about.
FSG have been doing that, Cal. They've actually been doing that to us, bruv. Like they actually have been doing that to us,
I'm expecting change. I'm expecting change.
They've actually been doing that to us, though.
What you're saying? What it is, though.
What
you're saying?
Because they're telling us that this summer,
bro.
About the midfielder. That's literally what they're telling us right now.
I know we're gonna end now. All I'm gonna say is this, yeah, Cal. Me and Drift aren't even debating what you're saying is not true. What Cal's saying is true, Drift. What he's saying is fully true.
He's spitting nothing but facts.
He's spitting nothing but facts. Our worry and our issue is that we know how the club is and we know how they operate. So that's what we're worried about.
The person who just sent the last who I think was Jamrock, the bloody chat moving, I went to star it and it's put him in a timeout. Oh no, MNE, apologies, bro. Resend that super chat as a non-super chat. I hate when the chat does that. Flip's sake, man.
All right, let me read out the super chats before we go. Nat said, if I jump, it says prayers, it never happens. Hail Mary. Where do we finish if no Salah for the season versus no VVD for the season? First, second, third, or fourth, or no UEFA Champions League qualification?
Without Virgil, we finish third. Without Salah, fourth at best.
Here's the difference, which is kind of hard to gauge, though.
Yeah, you might be right now.
What's hard to gauge is the actual is everything around it, because I think we could have survived without Virgil if Matip and Gomez had been fit for the whole season. So it's a bit unfair, because if Salah was injured and the other two strikers are injured, that's the only way to make it comparable, because there was nobody to replace Virgil when he went. It wasn't just that he went, it was that they all went. Because I still think we're the challenge for the title. Maybe not won it, but if it was Matip and Gomez playing centre-back and they were fit and they were all right, I think we still have because we were top at Christmas, remember? I think it was all of the defenders being missing that was catastrophic to how the season ended. So, like, it's a little bit hard to gauge that, but I get the premise.
Big up AD for coming a member. Big up yourself, bro, if we haven't read that already. Jay Ward says, if Salah was 26, 27, we'd give him 400k. Too old. You guys agree that? Yes or no?
Is this Julian Wood, by the way?
I think it might be still.
Do you know what? I still don't. I still don't think they would, bro. And that's the really sad thing. I think they will be more inclined at 26, 27 to be willing to give him a bigger contract. But I think 400 grand, the club are just never going to go there. Like, I just genuinely believe Liverpool are never going to pay a player 400 grand a week. They're just not.
Make sure the backup plan is adequate then.
They're just not.
LFC 786 says Mo had 3 bad months compared to Mane's 18 months for FC. Mane had to change position to gain form again, and Jota and Diaz to rotate with. Mo ain't got less than 38 goal and assists per season. Salah is just better.
With all due respect, 18 months of poor form for Mane is absolute rubbish. But big up, bro, for the super chat.
LFC 786 says Mo ain't had no one to rotate with ever.
No, he has, which is what's even mad. We need a Salah replacement as it stands in terms of within the squad, and we don't even have that, because you know what's going to happen. Salah's going to leave for free, and Elliott's going to become his replacement. Watch.
LFC 786 again says
you must really want me to turn into.
Oh, Cal, you don't think the plan isn't to get Elliott groomed and ready this season? For next season,
want to see me coming in and have rants again.
Oh no, Cal, I'm just telling you to get ready for the reality of what we're about to do. That's all I'm saying, bro.
You want to see Callum before kids, basically. You want to see that.
I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know, bro.
LFC's again says Drift Salah averages 13 assists per season for FC. Laugh out loud. I was just going to discussion about what Salah offers the team, but
but he's still not. It's still Trent and Robbo who've been our top assisters. That's the point I was making.
40-year-old Virgil says 1 year left of Salah, then losing him for free is worth more than 60 million. Now being left in the dark, 1 more year to negotiate while giving us a 40 goals and assists. 40 goals and assists. I hear that, bro. Let's just hope that recruitment is up to the task, because I actually see this actually playing out that Salah does leave for free. That's just what I think. I haven't got no information. That's just what I think. And I really hope I don't come back to this video and go, well, boy, man tried to tell the people, but man didn't want to listen. Not you, but I'm just saying general consensus.
No, I hear that. I hear
people
and
just
again,
didn't want to hear what could
I'm not saying I'm right,
happen.
by the way. I'll be the first to put my hands up and say I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying how I approach the situation.
Yeah.
How I feel about it.
Liverpool are gonna spend that P.
I ain't letting him go for that money. I'm sorry.
We're starting the 23-24 season with Kai Gordon and Elliott at right wing.
100. If you were to say to me right now, 100 mil for Salah, I'd have to sit there and consider it. But 60.
Oh no, 60. Bro, 60 is so below Salah's value.
No one wants to take 60.
But the only thing we're saying is 60 mil could still buy Rafinha. 60 mil could buy Gnabry. 60 mil could buy Anthony.
Cristiano went for 25 mil last summer, and he's 37 years old.
No, but Cal Mane just went for 35. That's a joke, bro. Like, obviously, we know this.
Guys, just quickly. If Salah was to leave for 60 mil and Liverpool went and bought Rafinha, and I was able to get Gnabry for a knockdown fee, so say altogether it costs 80, like overall for the two, because Gnabry's got a year. Would you take that deal?
Gnabry for Serge?
25, yeah. Let's say because we smoothed it out with buying for the Mane team. He's got a year left, no? He's got a year left. Bro. He's got a year left, Gnabry, or is it 2 years?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that might be the plan. That could literally be the only plan. Gnabry free next year. Get a deal for Gnabry, and Gnabry comes in for free to replace Salah, who leaves for free.
Would you
That's
take
the
it?
only thing that I can see happening.
Cal, would you take it? Rafinha and Gnabry. Would you take it? Yes or no for Salah?
If I had to, yes.
Drift.
Sorry, say that again.
Rafinha and Gnabry for Salah, if Salah was sold, but was able, regardless of the package, was able to bring in those two players, because Liverpool realised that if we let him go for free, we can't do nothing.
You're basing it on the fact that we're forced to either sell him or he walks for free. Yeah, I'll take Gnabry and Rafinha, of course, 100%.
Yeah.
But I can ask you a question to do the FSG thing that you guys have been doing to me, yeah? How much is Salah on at the moment, contract-wise?
200.
You think we're getting two players for around that 200 mark?
Rafinha,
what you mean in terms of Rafinha and Gnabry? How much would it? Well, Gnabry earns more than Salah now.
Oh,
does he? I don't even know that. I don't even know.
Oh, so how much we'll get Gnabry for a month?
I have no idea. But I don't even know his wages.
Hopefully, we could get him to do what? Because remember, Thiago took a pay cut to come in.
Not that big of a pay cut. What weekly fee do you expect Gnabry to get, guys? Stop dancing around it.
200. I would say we could hopefully sign him for 200 grand a week.
But here's the joke, though.
You're not mad.
You said when I ask you the same kind of question, you said that's for the club to sort out, so the club can sort that out, right? That's not for us.
But you guys threw the FSG thing at me, so I'm throwing it at you guys.
And I'm throwing it back at you. That's for the club to sort out their wages. We were talking about fees, not wages.
Gnabry's on 275 roughly at the moment. Yeah,
is he?
Apparently so.
Okay.
The most he's gonna drop is maybe to 230. Yeah. How much do you think Rafinha is gonna take per week?
Oh, Rafinha would be easier because he's on way less. He's on way less at least. That'll be easier.
Rafinha's gonna ask for like 180. No, Rafinha will probably get him for about 140, 150.
So this is my point. Gnabry 230, Rafinha
for how much? But Cal, like you said, the club would have to make that happen. The club will make that happen.
Plus transfer fees. So isn't it cheaper to keep Salah then?
No,
we wouldn't even have anything to work with if we lose Salah for free.
Yeah, it's definitely not.
Salah signs on the contract, but let's say Salah gets 370 a week. Isn't it cheaper to keep Salah rather than spending 370 a week?
Yeah, if he signs,
of course, 100%. Bro, we want to keep him. We want to.
If he signs,
it's not looking like it that we're gonna keep him.
If he hasn't signed now, he's not signing.
And it's unlikely we're gonna go and get two players to replace Salah for 60 mil.
No, but even if we don't get two, All right, Cal, let me just ask you this so we'll wrap this up. Would you rather Rafinha replace Salah, even though he's nowhere near as good now because we've got money for Salah, or this time next year, you are actually angry at me for telling you the truth that Kai Gordon and Elliott are Liverpool's right wingers because we didn't get any money for Salah?
That's on the club, but I'd be furious if that happened. But
We'll get ready, bro. Buckle up.
I'd be even more furious if we sell Salah this summer.
Fasten your seatbelt.
Hold on, everyone acting like we sell Salah.
Fasten your seatbelt, Cal, bro.
So we're all right. We're up for a rough ride, bro.
No one's saying it's cool, bro.
No, but it's not cool for Salah to leave at all.
I didn't want to lose Mane. I don't want to lose Salah. But do you want to know something, though? The way how my club is moving, do you know what? Do you know why we're talking like this? Everyone, any football fan that watches Liverpool can tell you, where's Liverpool's weakest link? Midfield. We're waiting till next year to go and potentially go and get midfield. Rafinha's only at what? Rafinha is only at Leeds, huh, Matt? Okay, you love me, man. Please, bro. Please. You know, I didn't mean that type of talk there, bro. Man got heated at the moment. You know what I mean? I got heated. It's cool.
Matt just basically went, yeah, but she just any link, no.
And the man and our dad heard it, you know. What, my daughter's just any link, yeah?
Listen,
is that what you're saying, yeah?
All due respect. No. Love for KG, by the way. And make sure you go subscribe to KG channel as well. All jokes aside. But no, one thing I said about Rafinha. No. You man, don't. One thing I will say.
Matt basically told her, man, you ain't the junge, blood. What?
She's just a bit of crumpet, mate.
I haven't heard that saying for time. I said crumpet, you know.
You talk about my daughter like that.
No, one thing I will say is this: when it comes to Rafinha, bruv, there's so many teams that could get, obviously you got Arsenal, Barca, Spurs, Chelsea. Everyone wants to get him. My whole thing is this though: no one wants to lose Salah. Nobody. Like everybody wants him to sign this new deal, Cal. But just coming from a realism point of view, yeah, a realism thing is for Liverpool. If we had to sell him, you go and get a Rafinha, who I rate very highly. But that might not be the answer. You might have to go and get something else the following summer. What I'm saying is, though, if we leave it till next summer, yes, we might have more planning to do, bro. But my worry is finances. Liverpool always work within this model that we have. Like, I've never seen it where Liverpool just go and splurge money without having to sell a whole heap of players, fam. Like, you just think. That's my worry. That's what it boils down to. But 100%, but I haven't seen it. I'm only going by what I've seen.
And I'm telling you, look, now, God help the player who has to replace Salah. God help him.
Oh, God help Nunes having to replace Mane as well.
I know, bruv.
To be fair, that was more Diaz, you know.
Yes,
half a year early. I'll say that was Diaz.
Boy.
Who knows? Nunes is the Salah replacement, but we move. MNE, you heard it here first. Remember, before we had Jota, Nunes, and Diaz, all we had was Salah, Mane, and Firmino. Man didn't have no backup other than Origi, but we move.
And Cal, just to remind you, as it stands, it would not just be Salah walking away for free. Bobby's walking away for free, Ox is walking away for free, and Naby's walking away for free. As it stands.
Yeah, I know.
We'll save money.
So how do we replace all of that when we don't get any money for any of them?
But hold on, you guys said earlier there's no point selling Ox if we're going to get 8 to 10 million.
No, I said there is.
Sell him.
I said I would take 10. I would take 10 mil for Ox, bro.
Sell him.
I would take 10 mil for Ox. I can't front.
Sell him.
I would, and I'll take 20 for Naby as well.
Oh, but I ain't gonna really get involved in that. Yeah.
As I said, I fully see where you guys are coming from. Don't think that I don't understand.
And I hear where you're coming from because you're speaking logical, bro.
I'm saying I'm not.
What you're saying is logic.
I'm not just gonna accept certain things anymore. Like them days.
I don't want to accept it either. But it's
even Tina Turner's decided to fight back. Like what we doing? Like, like what we doing there on a real? Come on,
man. But
like, what we just gonna sit here and then sell Salah? Because really and truly, whose prize it hurting if Salah leaves for free?
Do you know what?
Liverpool's.
What we saying? The bruv. They used to be the Three Musketeers. Now they're the Three Musketeers. What the fuck?
What will be the 27th of June, yeah? 2022. We've got a year and 2 months to sort out Salah's replacement.
Yeah.
No, but without money, that's not possible.
Drift, that's not my issue. Go put money in a savings account, ISA, bonds. I don't care, bro. They knew this day was coming.
Yeah, they did.
Bro, I know Stevie starts primary school in a couple years. I know I need to put some money aside so we can afford to get his school uniform.
But you're speaking logical.
Yeah. What am I gonna do? Sell man's clothes now to buy his school uniform for them?
No, but you're speaking logical.
You're talking facts, bro. But that's not what our club demonstrates.
You're speaking from an ideal perspective, bro. An ideal perspective. Let me just put it like this: a little if I understand. Ideal perspective is Salah signs. We signed a midfielder this summer. We also was able to keep hold of Mane. We move. We sold Mane. We brought in a replacement. Salah hasn't signed. We're and Arin. Midfielder, we've been told as things stand, ain't coming till next year. You do the maths, innit?
And Cal as well. Sorry, I know there's a lot going on here. Cal's brain must be buzzing. I'd also like to throw on top of that, bro, that there is no guarantee of a usual Salah year when he's also thinking about his future. He may not want to get injured. He may not want to try as hard. He may already be distracted. He could be looking elsewhere. Those are all massive possibilities, bro. They're all massive possibilities.
He needs to secure the bag, so he'll be playing even better. We saw it with Rudiger.
But that is still an assumption, Cal, because we've also seen a lot of other players in there last year who realize I can't get injured and I have to also think about my future. And he might not play as well, bro. He may not. No, I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. But that's still an assumption. We haven't seen a Salah who don't care about the club because he knows he's leaving. We haven't seen a Salah who's securing the bag. We haven't seen a Salah who's distracted by other things. We may actually see a player who goes for a 50-50 and thinks, no, what if I get injured in that 50-50? You never know, bro. Things are different when you're starting to secure your future and you're thinking about pastures beyond Liverpool. We don't know what that Salah looks like, bro. We just don't. So I don't like the idea of a player on his last year and we're relying on him.
Just get his new contract sorted and give him what he wants. Since you wanted to let it run down.
Well, man said that. Yes,
I'm talking to the club. Since you guys wanted to let it run down, go and sort it. Don't let it run down. Next time, learn from this mistake. Next time you've got a player of this sort of quality, don't let them run down to the last year or two. Sort it out.
Facts. Man left it with 3 man. Man left it with 3 man. Then we're gonna come out with and say about. I remember there was an article, even recently. Liverpool plan years ahead. My ass, they do, but plan years ahead. What? So you left 3 man, the front 3 with all a year left in the same year. Anyway, we move.
Right. Well, people, we are gonna be back on Wednesday. Not sure what we're going to be speaking about yet, but we'll be back.
I apologize for making the show go an hour longer than it should have.
No, it's calm.
Needed to be done.
It's calm. Had to be said. We'll be back on Wednesday, people. Make sure you smash the like button if you haven't. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And FSG, sort out Salah's damn contract now. Please. Sort it out. And sorry to KG if you're harmed in the making of this video. Matt didn't really mean what he said about Leeds.
I didn't mean it.
But he did. But we move.
Guys, did anybody see? Jamrock said that his super chat didn't come through. I don't know if anybody saw any. And again, apologies to I can't remember something or another who got blocked for 5 minutes by accident. Sorry about that, bro. I don't know if you want to quickly resend through your super chat.
Nice if I Jamrock. Did you see Mane shoot down that low wage? LFC wage agreement. Yeah, I did see that actually. His agent came out. His agent came out. In
our community, we need to take it back of what we were saying still.
Apparently, Mane was on his
100,000. Mane was getting compensated nicely still.
Yeah, apparently he was on a very we don't know the amount, but he was on a very good wage from what that's all we know.
Hold on a minute. Didn't Mo let us know that like with all the bonuses they were
but we need to take that back as a fan base because we've been screaming for years how Mane's underpaid and all this. He ain't been getting underpaid, clearly.
Yeah, fair dude.
So we got to take that back.
Very weird how everybody was saying he was getting underpaid, though, isn't it? Even places you can usually rely on was saying he was getting underpaid.
No,
so
no, true.
Strange.
But that's what I'm saying. We have to take it back. We have to hold our hands up when we're in the wrong and be like, club sorted Mane out properly. So, and maybe this quells the rumors that he went for more money as well. He might have just wanted a new challenge. So, and if that's the case, the club couldn't really do anything to stop that. What I do not like is these fake journalists coming out saying how Liverpool fans didn't respect Mane. Respectfully, worry about your own situation and forget about commentating on our club. You don't know us. Respectfully.
There was a couple of them.
Respectfully, pee off as well. But yeah. Our people, till we see you Wednesday.
Smash the like, people. Only 450 likes. Come on, guys. Make sure you smash that like button, man. On the way out, get that done.
Trust me.
Stay safe, stay blessed. We are Kopish and we're out, people. Take care.
Peace.
Bellingham 2020.